Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. We're so glad you're with us as we are welcoming in September together. We're so excited you're here. Obviously, haven't seen you the last couple of days, so we are very excited about this show, kind of the kickoff to our week. And oh, is it ever a good show tonight? We've got something very special coming up. It is actually an earring opportunity that is a drop earring with bigger stones. Now, I know we've had some studs of late. We've had some gorgeous hoop earrings, but we're going to bring you the drop style, but not a drop that's going to be only for your very special occasions. Actually, it's going to be a drop earring for all the time. So we've got bigger diamonds for you. They're actually a fancy cut. You may not have these in your collection yet, so great way to get started. We are proud to say that our return policy, back to our money back guarantee for you. So it's been about 3 months without it. So everything was final sale for the last several months, and we're very proud to bring that back for you. So shop with confidence, and I think you always do here, right? You know, what you get is what you see, and what you see is what you get. So we're very excited about these opportunities. Now, coming off a sale as we are, I mean, let's address the obvious here. There's a big sale event that's been going on for some time. So let me tell you what tonight is going to be. Higher prices? No, I can't do that to you. We are all about value here. So even despite what everything else, everything that's occurring in the world and everything that's going on, let me just tell you, this transition into our fall season and new jewelry is going to be like values you've never seen before. You might just wonder, did she take those sale prices and make them even better? Is she giving us better than our 10% off? The answer, quite frankly, is yes. So I've been given full carte blanche to discount everything I need to discount to get things out the door here and treat you to the sale values that you love. Okay, so big price drops on brand new, on previously seen items. I got to tell you, not everything is going to be brand new. I've got some closeouts, I've got some clearance, I've got some liquidations that are going to be on fire. I'll tell you, these one-of-a-kinds that we did not get to during the sale, forget about discounting and 10% off. I'm going to take them a good 75–80% off their own cost so that we can get you great value. So it is a day where, trust me, you want to carve aside 3 hours today to be with us start to finish. You are going to find something, let me just tell you, you're going to find something you love. There is no doubt about it. You will find something you have to have tonight. That is all I can say. That's how good this show is. From Tanzanites to, I got big, small, and medium, and everything in between. I got more Tanzanites today than I probably had in the last month overall. So very excited about that. We have a huge clearance on an Alexandrite that is certified. I've got the largest sapphire I've seen here in some time. A huge merengue if you want it. I mean, we are still blowing out museum pieces here. So get ready to shop. Make sure you're registered if you haven't been doing that already. If you've never shopped here before, you want to do that. And also, we have pieces as affordable as a couple $100 in fine. Yes, in fine, in gold. And we all know how gold. It's the most expensive precious metal out there. So we're very proud. Oh, by the way, Cindy, I know you asked for a review of a pink Spinel. I have it for you. So if you are out there, please let me know. I always hesitate to show you the piece that's for you unless we know you're here. Okay? So we're going to get started with a very cool stone that actually, I might not tell you what it is at first, only because I want you to guess. Because if you're like me, you might think that is a very high-end Paraíba, or maybe it's a very high-end Sierra Santa Maria. And now, obviously, I've narrowed it down for you. It's item number 1128744. Welcome into Wednesday. So are we just going to do the show without the light, Tony? If so, we'll iris up. I think that's probably the best course of action today. I don't think there's any hope for the light today. So we'll just iris up as much as we can to try and accommodate for our darkness here. And then we're going to do something really special. Oh, I love this stone. This is actually 8744. That is a stone we don't see very often. I know it looks in. Hey, Jamie, thanks very much. You're so kind. He's my gentleman out there who likes, you know, who cares about things like nails. Not all guys do. Not all guys do. But Jamie is always on point there with the what would you call it? Very detail oriented. Yeah, I like that. So hey, Jamie, thanks for being with us. I wonder who else is with us on this Wednesday night. Did everyone have a good Labor Day? I sure hope you did. Yeah, I won't talk about mine. Mine was not that exciting, but. It was less than exciting, but I will tell you this. I'm glad that we're here every day. See, I don't consider it a holiday unless we get to shop for jewelry together. So I consider this my Labor Day. This is my Labor Day because we have got the shopping, we've got the sale event, we got all that. So here's our platinum piece, okay? It is a stunning stone. This is sky blue topaz. Welcome into sky blue topaz. I think I've had 2 here ever in my 9 years. So that is a ratio that you don't talk about very often, but we got it tonight, and it's a whopper of stone. It is a 446 fancy cut. Really, it is a trillion, but it's a modified trillion in that it's a little wider. You know, a lot of trillions are exactly the same size. We learned that in geometry class, didn't we? Way back when. Anybody remember geometry? Oh, I tried to block out all math courses. That's why I went into journalism. I was like, whatever course, any kind of major you don't need to take math in college, I'm all for it. So that and the fact that I knew from the age of 13 what I wanted to do. And it wasn't this, but hey, this is good. I mean, it was just being honest. It wasn't. I mean, it changes through the years, right? But I'm glad I am, because it's a lot more fun than reporting the news. It's not as much fun as reporting sports, but hey, it's close. All right, so here we go. 446, fancy cut, sky blue topaz, 15 points in diamonds along one side. This is a ton of platinum. You have to understand me on something. This is a very, very large, hefty, weighty piece. Platinum it's very dense. It's a very dense metal. So if you're already seeing a lot of platinum and you see a lot of width to the ring, then you better be prepared, because I hope everybody's been doing their little, their calisthenics and their little weightlifting for their fingers, because it is a very hefty ring. And it's going to have 15 points in diamonds along one side. Let me show it to you from all the different angles, see how thick and wide. It's really 2 rings meets 1 and 2 rings meets 1, and then all setting up this huge fancy cut trillion, which is a modified trillion. Let's take a look at it on the hand here as well. Get you a great look at it, and oh, get ready for a big time value. So again, things are going to look a little just darker than normal. That's okay. So bear with us, and again, we'll help you out with everything you love. So let's make sure that we can take this on down from, oh yeah, it's supposed to be $29.99. That makes sense. But we're going to do a lot better than that, because I want to make sure that we send everything out, and that's kind of what happens on these shows anyways, right? But you guys are used to values, and let me prove to you that we can have sale or better than sale prices on even a quote unquote on sale day. And this is where I'm going to show you that right here live. So be with me. You're going to see this all throughout the night. This is not $19.99. It's not $9.99. Again, very heavy, impressive, really, really special ring. And it's not $9.99 either. So just when you think, oh, but wait, if I was watching last week, that could have been $8.99 a check. Oh, yeah. But as I told you earlier at the beginning of the show, and I'll remind everybody else who tunes in a little bit later, that this is going to be a night when you see even better values than even the norm, okay? So this is really what you got to do. You got to call in, because I'll tell you right now, I'm going to take these better than sale prices so we can make the transition really comfortable for all of us. And it's not going to be $8.99. That would be your sale price. We're going to go even lower. How about $7.99? How about $7.77? A lot of platinum, a big old piece. You might be better off melting it. Hey, that's what we do if we don't sell anything. If it's anything like the last several months, there aren't going to be much left to melt down. It is all about the values right here and now, and this will not even be $777. So welcome into what Wednesday is all about. What big values, what amazing opportunities, what all the drops in the prices are going to be. And yes, this is platinum. So while everybody's out there raving about platinum, we're excited too. We have that piece, offsets that beautiful stone. I'll tell you right now, if you ever wanted a big aqua, get this stone instead, because a 4.5 carat aquamarine, even here with that kind of color, you see them all the time. They're $7,000, they're $8,000. This is that look in that premium metal with diamonds to boot, and it's not even close to $777. We're making this $699. And then alert, we've got turquoise coming up in a pendant. So, and it's extremely, extremely, extremely affordable. So if you are a turquoise fanatic, make sure you're with me for the turquoise, okay? We're gonna have a major turquoise coming up in a pendant. You'll love it. That's on the way. Coral earrings are here. Remember our big special here tonight. The one new item I have is going to be something so special. We didn't want to cloud up the show with too many brand new, because we had one item that's really going to take the cake. So I've got one item in earrings that will absolutely blow your mind with the quality, the value, the look, the drop. They're classic, but they're a drop. So don't worry, even if you're not somebody who wears a drop earring, I think we're going to help you out with this one. So that'll be on the way. But first, who's got this one at $6.99? I'll give it 30 more seconds, then we're going to move. We got to keep it moving and grooving all night long. We've got, of course, I will show you a lot of Tanzanites. I've got a whole wheel that's going to be in that 2 to 3 carat, rather scratch that. I've got 4 carats all in a wheel. So we'll see an oval, we'll see a round, we'll see a square cushion. So that's for my 4 carat lovers. If you want to go bigger, no problem. I have an 8 carat. And then I also have something that's 7 carats and around that I thought was the 10 carat I sold over the weekend. I thought maybe something happened. No, it's a 7 carat that looks like a 10 carat. And then we're also going to show you 2.5. So we've got, like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tanzanites up here tonight. We got a lot of great pieces. So all of that coming up. And here we are. All right. So this is good. Okay, guys, and we're ready to help you out. So $6.99. Let's get to that turquoise pendant. This is a good one. And this is one of those that just is, this is just simple. And yet, haven't we seen this before? we've seen a turquoise pendant around a sleeping beauty, kind of like a heart-shaped motif, but without being too obvious, but not really. It's 7,000 is the item number. This is a quick pendant. And trust me when I tell you, if you listen closely and you know when it's time to dial based on my verbiage, you definitely want to call in now. This is our 7,000 item number. It's a carat 30. I'm just going to come in close so you can see this is one huge piece of Sleeping Beauty. Again, I have to remind everybody because I get this question a lot. Well, your turquoise is too cheap to be the real deal through and through because we know what Sleeping Beauty is doing in the industry. Actually, it is through and through solid turquoise because it's not that stabilized material, which is tough to tell the difference, which is like I like to point it out, because otherwise you look at that and go, okay, so I've seen turquoise like that elsewhere. It's got that stabilized material, or it's maybe basically ground up powder of turquoise put together and fused with a glue. That's not what we're doing here. This is a 1 carat 30 round. It is a stunner of a stone. It's in the yellow gold only, and then it's got those diamonds just in the bail. That's pave. It's going to stay in the yellow. It's going to be 14 karat solid. So we're even upgrading you from platinum. See how there's almost like a heart-shaped feel? I wouldn't say it's obvious. You'll see it on the hand here, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a subtle reference to the heart shape without being too much or overt. That's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see what that's all about. And then I'm going to get you the length as I always do. We'll try it on. So this is going to be our turquoise. Look at that. It's going to be a drop of 3/4. Actually, it's a tad bit more. 3/4 of an inch or so, and maybe just a slight bit more, like those compass points on the prongs there. And then let me know who's got that blue topaz that we started with, the sky blue that looks like the aqua. But this one's going to go quickly on the neckline for you as well, so you can see it from a distance away. Just to give you a little size reference here, it looks like our cameras are a little out of focus. I'll work on that. Let's go back to the wheel and show you up close. It's mostly for size reference, though. The close-up is meant to give you every last detail and really show you everything there is to know about your stone. And yet, we're going to take this one on down from a $9.99. Used to be. Didn't that used to be $9.99? Saw it during the sale event. I said, please don't melt it. Here's what I'm going to do. Another piece that should be $8.99. Let's say you were getting 10% off. Watch me blow that price and that savings out of the water. We're really, truly encouraging you to get on the phone lines early here because that's going to be really crucial. Otherwise, you are going to miss out. And this is one of those that I can honestly say in 9 years here and 25 years in general doing this on TV, I have not seen a value like this on a turquoise pendant. And one with diamonds in gold. So you've got it all happening here. It's not $8.88 or $7.99 or $6.99. That's where we saw that platinum and that blue topaz go. Watch how fabulous we can make this opportunity right now. And no, it's not going to be $6.99, $5.99, $4.99. What am I doing? That is already an outstanding value. And again, yellow gold only. Get one for yourself if you want. Actually, I have two available. That's wonderful news. So you could even get two if you wanted to. One for you, one for a gift. Gift giving season. I was thinking about it. We have basically 1/3 of our year left to go. September, October, November, December. Can you believe it? Once the other third of the year goes by, it's going to be celebrating a new year in 2026. So that means holidays behind us. That means we may want to strike up on those values that we see now and have that gift giving ready to go. It's not $4.99. I know. I've done enough sales. I've done enough shopping. I've done enough of these hosting these shows where I know it's going to take a little bit more than even I could give something away and you're still going to say, yeah, but there's no 10%. Look what we've done. $9.99 to $4.99. It's half. I will continue to go lower and we'll make this even better than you can ever imagine because you could melt it yourself and have a wonderful value, but it's not going to be $4.99. What about $399? What about even doing something crazy like $350 or $333? That way you get two of them for under like $670. I'll tell you right now, this is the way to go. And we're going to make this simple and easy. And again, two available. They're both in yellow gold. You let me know if you want one. This is Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, the one you hear about all the time is the best of. There is nothing better in the world of turquoise than that Sleeping Beauty. Came from right here in the US of A. That is the best out there. And most gems, I'm sorry, but most of the time, the best stones in the world don't come from the US. We're not as gem rich as a lot of other nations. It just has to do with the different makeup of the earth. We're going to do something wild right now. It's not even $300. So this is $299. And if you can be quick, you're going to get one, or you can get them both if you want to. I would highly recommend it. So $299. That's it. And look at that price. What should be $999, which would have sold during our sale event. How do we put it up there? It's instead, you're getting it for a whole lot less. We're saving you another nearly $600 off of where it would have been and should have been. So it's a much better value, and it's going to be $299. We'll give that 30 seconds as well. We have coral earrings that are here. coral earrings, two of the real, of course, the most important of the opaque stones would be turquoise and coral. Coral being the organic one, turquoise being from the earth. Organic means it came from a living organism. In this case, we're going to see coral that came from the depths of the ocean. So we'll see that coming up in an earring as well. We have some really special, I've got some brand new and some rubies, some one-of-a-kind brand news. Like, you know, we've got this really pretty ruby. We've got a green zircon in a heart shape. That's wild. Some Mandarin garnet drop earrings. All right, let me know if you'd like one. I'm going to keep on moving. We'll rely on you guys to call and check with your operators. Looks like we have one gone, one left. So our last one there at $2.99. Thank you. And don't forget about that beautiful sky blue topaz that is here in platinum for $6.99. So told you I'd show you about some, let's keep the opaque stones going here with a rose and yellow gold. This is a little combination here of rose and yellow together. It's item number 112198. Another reminder that this is a coral bead. This is a complete coral stone, spherical meaning round, but not flat on the backside like, let's say, that gorgeous stone we just saw was actually a cabochon, where it's rounded on the top but flat in the back. This is all rounded all the way around, so think like a baseball or a basketball, right? But not quite that size, because those would be a little hefty on the ear. So this is, I mean, right? Yeah, otherwise I would be wearing those, right? You know that I would. But here's what we've got. I love a good sports theme motif, but this is 8.5 millimeters. So if I had to estimate for you, or guesstimate, or at least give you an educated guess on the carat weight, it'd be about, I would say about 4 carats each. So you're probably getting about 8 carats or so in total weight, because again, it's that spherical round. Now it's drilled through, so it's got that really good, again, that little disco ball of gold right above it, and then that fleur-de-lis style fluted mounting in front of your lever back. That is going to be the rose gold, mostly a little bit of yellow gold with it. So rose and yellow, both that pair up really well. And then the coral itself can be a lot of different colors, and this particular coral being that better variety in that it's so much red. It's more red than it is pink. It's more red than it is white. Honestly, most coral can look like that wheel it's sitting on, where it's very light tone. This is obviously not what you're seeing here. And 8.5 millimeters, no diamonds, one of our few non-diamond pieces. Don't forget about that turquoise for $299, which we still have one left of. Want to get you in on that one, but this is our coral earring. Just a subtle drop, 1 inch. This is going to be very similar to what we see later, but in diamonds, where we've got the diamond drop, okay? That's also going to be 1 inch, but again, you'll want to get on those phone lines. Let me know if you're thinking about the coral earrings. I bet you want to see them on, right? You're probably going, I can't buy anything till I see it on her ear. So we'll do that for you, and we'll get you a big value. And again, rose and yellow together. Just a nice little mix and match with the coral itself. You can see here what they look like. And again, I'm wearing about as, you know, fire engine of a red you can wear, and look at how similar. That's not what coral's supposed to do. Coral's supposed to be more on the pinky or that orangey side. This is really, again, top quality. That's what we're looking for. Here's your length. So there's that 1 inch in full perspective there. This is called a lever back. So it's really easy to just hinge down. You put that hook right through your ear, and then it's going to have that hinge that secures it in the back. Really easy. You don't even need a mirror to put them on. They're not a struggle. And they're going to be also, let's take this $9.99 earring, which is a pretty fabulous value for coral, I must say, and show you what we can do to make them even better. That's what they look like on, so you can really see what those are like from a distance away as well, to see that beautiful movement and drop. And there's always something about the color red that as someone who, you know, has to make that decision every week or so on, okay, what nail color is going to go with all the outfits for the week? Well, red goes with everything. So I like to go neutrals, and then sometimes you got to take a break from the neutrals, and you got to go what's going to go with everything. The red does. Red goes with everything. So no matter what's on the agenda, this works. And I think that's important from a color story perspective on a gem, because we want to know that the earring is going to be worn a lot and enjoyed a lot, and that's what you will do. Take a look at them again close up. We'll make it even better than $9.99. What about this? And keeping in mind they're gold, and gold is the most precious of all metals right now. It used to be platinum. It used to be. That is a different world. That's why a lot of people are doing platinum that didn't used to, and you're going, why are they doing platinum now? And they're calling it an upgrade. Well, the truth is that platinum being, you know, valuable and important as it is, it's not what gold is, and it may never return to that form again, just because of gold doing what it's doing. So how about this? In solid gold with a very precious endangered stone. I know we normally talk about that with endangered species. This is a bit of an endangered stone, if you will, coming from the natural coral reefs of the Mediterranean. Obviously, a lot has really kind of turned that world upside down. Not literally, but close to it when you think about currents and what they're doing and how it's affecting the world of the coral and what we see as a yield now going forward. Well, let's take a look at what we can do here, make them better than $4.99. Half off already. I mean, think of what would happen if there was a banner that said 50% off, and they went from $9.99 to $4.99. We'd probably be a tad bit busy. I think everybody would set aside some time and say, let's shop. But instead of getting them for 4 or 3 or even let's say $299, which that turquoise pendant was a moment ago. Now we're getting you two massive, beautiful spheres of solid coral, a rare stone, maybe even more rare than the turquoise itself, and a color that goes with everything, an earring that is giftable and wearable and very, very comfortable, and yet they're not $299 either. I told you we'd have some values, because in 2.5 months of a sales show, I never had anything this price where it's about to go, because it's even better than $249 or $200 itself. This is really tough to do in fine jewelry. And a reminder that we are talking about fine jewelry, solid gold, beautiful exotic gemstones. We're going to be busy on these phone lines. No surprise, you just want to get on the phone lines early. Otherwise, you run the risk of missing out. We don't want that happening. Take a look. They're not $249 or $239, $229, $219. Let's get them out the door for only, and remember, it stays in that gold colors that you're getting, but they are $199 a pair. So a great way to go. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And I hope, a lot of people I think are taking the rest of the week off after Labor Day. Why not? A 4-day week, just take the whole week off. That's what I think normal people do, right? Take a little extra time, enjoy yourself. Let me tell you, this is the fabulous, fabulous way to really celebrate what is the best in shopping in jewelry, and yet it's a $199 price tag. So we'll give those 30 seconds as well. $199 earrings. I'm gonna just, it's a real test to see who's with us early, getting you those values that everyone's gonna be talking about all night long. Did you see what she did? Did you see what she put together? Did you see what kind of sales she's got going on today? That is the truth. We are so proud to bring you great values day in and day out. We do. So that's going to be it. We have some big pink sapphires. Again, Cindy, if you're out there looking for a pink spinel, I've got it. So pink spinel, Cindy, if you're looking for a big pear shape, I have one. And then we have that big top of the hour coming up. We'll have a couple top of the hours throughout the show. We did bring out, I just couldn't help myself, I brought out a 2-carat 02 Paraiba just to show you, just to totally tease you with, totally to just give you a little thrill in Paraiba. That's our best and brightest right there. Best stone we have. From size, clarity, color, neon, the whole gamut. That one's got it all. It's only $1 million or so. And then we've got this really big, look at this Alexandrite. That is going to be a GI certified 125 cushion. See, that Alexandrite is about as special as they come. We did bring out huge sapphire, zircons. I've even got a rare star sapphire. All right, let me know on those earrings. They are flying on, ooh, okay, that might be the more prominent of the stars we've ever seen there. And yet the overlap is only happening because there are 2 lights on it. Well, guess what? That is a light, I would call it a lilac, wouldn't you? It's like looking at a lilac sapphire, which it is, but then it's that, the star asterism effect. I'm loving that one. And then for my heart-shaped girls, we've got one of the, I thought this was demontoid. This happens every time I see this ring. I go, oh, look, we have a heart-shaped demontoid. Luckily, it's not a demontoid, because that would be really cool. But a 4-carat demontoid, I've had one. It was actually $396, and it's like $65,000. So this is a green zircon. Gets you a lot more affordable way to get that look. And still rare. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did she want to see a spinel? All right, Cindy, let's show her what, now I don't know if this is a specific request or if she just said, show me a spinel, but I do have a purple pink color here in a really clean, larger stone. So we'll move on from our coral. Thank you if you get them. Let's take a look at 1126334, and this is the one that never wants to quite polish up here. So this might take a little polishing from our experts who have, you know, the bench jewelers who have all the tools. But this has got a really pretty color. It's a true jewel tone, I would say. It's got that pink and purple mix. It's 1126334. Just gonna have some fun today. I'm just gonna show you some great jewelry. I'm gonna price it the very, very best I can. And then I'm going to discount another 60% or so. So, you know, I'll have the values for you, and we'll make it happen for you. So whatever you like, and if you have a request like Cindy did, please get those in. Don't feel it's too late, because again, you do have your money back return policy back into effect, which is awfully nice because we went about 3 months without it. So I know that sometimes is a prereq for some folks. So again, that's back for you. So how nice is that? And we're going to have our 282 purple pink. This is a pear shape. It is a very large spinel. These are not stones that usually come in large sizes. They're much like our sapphire world, and I've told you many times the 2 gem families are closely related. So they're oftentimes found in similar places as far as origins. They're found in similar colors as well. And this is the 282, 46 points in diamonds as well around it. It makes for taking the largest stone, really putting on a platform that's also quite sizable here as we take a look at it on the hand and give you an idea of what that size is going to be like from a distance away. That's what she looks like. We do have the option to change the gold color, Cindy. So if you prefer a yellow gold or or rose gold, we can do that for you. That's one way to wear it. Here's the other, so you can see that stone pointing away from the hand there, but you can see how very large this ring is. It's a tremendous size here. Definitely going almost knuckle to knuckle on my hand. So really important style there, and lots of gold underneath it. Was $59.99. Well, that's where a purple pink. It's mostly purple. There's just a slight hue of pink as a secondary tone. So just to really kind of categorize it, I wouldn't even call it a raspberry necessarily. It's got more of a purple plum color is what I would call it, instead of just straight up purple. Has a little bit of that secondary pink, and it's going to be better than $2,000. So there goes $4,000 right off the top right away for you, and you get a better value than that. It's not $59, it's not $19.99. That's called what you call a big drop. That's a big, big drop in the price tag, and we'll keep on going and make it even better than $1,899 for you. It'll be $1,888. So a huge value there, and Cindy, let us know if that's not the kind of look you're going for. We can always, I know we've got many options when it comes to purple spinels and pinky spinels, so we're always happy to go back to the drawing board. If that's not precisely what you're looking for, just let me know, and we can work all night long to get you the right one, but it certainly is. It's one of those durable stones, too. I think, you know, a lot of people shy away from spinels just because they don't know it, and they're not familiar with it. That's oftentimes what happens with gems, is that if it's something newer to the vernacular and you're going, I don't know what that is, so I'm not sure, is it common, is it not? This is one of them. Typically, if you haven't heard about it, you know. It's probably on the more rare side. If stores don't have it frequently, if you don't turn on the TV and see it all the time every day, it's probably on the rare side, and that's what this is, but it's still a really well-known family of gems. It's its own family in the sense that it's known by the circles that really appreciate really high quality gemstones. So Jason may have this one. Again, it's just really, really beautiful here, and it's got that great, this one should be Burma origin. Most of our larger spinels are. Yes, Jason, did you have a question? You're going to take that one. Thank you. I'm hoping that's Cindy, our requester. So very well done there. I just might as well show it to you. This is where we go even higher. Higher end, higher rarity. I mean, let's just get into it. This is just truly what we've never seen before. I've had plenty of star sapphires here, but a lavender pink like this is, I have never had. Not like this. There have been some blues that I've told you have like a secondary periwinkle, but this is a true lavender purple. No question about it. And the strength of that star is everything. I just think that is one of the most beautiful and rare. I'm going to try to refocus our camera here because I think it needs that. It is 8986. One thing I want to point out, first of all, is this is an upgrade in gold. Look at that. There it is focused. And I always like to show you what it's going to look like when you first open the box. Like that. Wait, what'd you do? How'd that happen? What's going on? 2 stars, 1 star. 2 stars, 1 star. Uh-oh, now it's the left one. Oh, look, there's half a star. Oh, it's coming and going, coming and going. Now it's a sparkling star. What is going on? Well, you see the shadow. Okay, this is fun. I mean, I'm creating my own magic here. I mean, maybe, right? Yes, 3 drink minimum. Yeah, come see me at the country club, whatever, you know, on every Thursday of every last Thursday of the month. I'll have my own magic show. And it'll really be all centered around phenomenal gems because they are magical. They are like Mother Nature's magic. I always tell you that. And this is 18 karat gold. So we upgraded the gold level, 75% pure. We got you not a 1, not a 2, but a 302 in that star sapphire, in that gorgeous lilac color. And you're getting diamonds every which way. That's 65 points in diamonds. Kept it classic here. 1 big halo, split shank style. I know it might look like 2 halos, but that's some bead work right immediately around the stone and then the diamonds around that. And it's got that split shank to it as well. And it's going to be a value. What a value it is. You know how rare purple sapphires are in just the normal realm? Like a purple sapphire, vanadium, has to be there to make a stone, a sapphire purple. Well, that's why we don't see a lot of them. Vanadium's not a prevalent element we see in the earth. So usually then, even if we go the extra step, a purple is usually darker, more like what we saw with that Spinel that just sold, right? A little more deep purple, classic purple. This is a lavender. It's so pretty, and if you're just a lavender lover or you're just a collector of exotic stones, this you deserve to have in your collection. We have several different collectibles here tonight that we can share with you, like that big green zircon heart shape, like a pink zircon that's here, like that alexandrite that is GIA certified with a carat and a quarter size. Or again, we can even get into a lavish pink diamond, a marquise cut in a pink diamond. But this is really what stands out to me as so rare, just because all those other stones I mentioned we've had. This we have not. So really, truly rare. 302 and a $7,999 price tag that's going away. I will make this actually quite affordable, very tame in the pricing level here. Very, very special, and wear it and treasure it. And remember the sapphires, no matter if they're faceted or cabochon, this is obviously cabochon to show off the star. This is going to be one of those that you got great durability with. Look at that though. Also, it's the prominence of the star. It's the definition of it, the way it's so bright and so appealing. You see it from a distance away here, and you see how that's why the diamonds in white diamonds in white gold are such a great match for it as well, because you really see the strength of that star, or two, depending on how many light sources you put on it. And we'll make this better than even $4,000, a half off price already. Come on in if you'd like to have this one. Obviously not going to last, because there's enough collectors out there that have probably been waiting for that. What's that one stone they don't have? I bet you, I am willing to bet, out of all these shoppers and all these viewers we have, and we got a lot of great collectors that tune in every single night to see what's new, I bet you nobody has a lilac star sapphire. I feel very safe in making that statement, because that's how unusual it is. We've never had one. 9 years, I've shown you a lot of jewelry. We calculated roughly the other day, what was it? It was in the hundreds of thousands of pieces of jewelry that I've had in 9 years. That's a lot of jewelry, and we try to bring exotics every day, and we do. This is not $39, it's not $29.99. We just keep on going to make it that value you cannot resist. And that's because when you got rare, you know they should be more. That's the way the world works. Isn't that sad? It's so true. It's a supply and demand thing. The rarer it is, the more money it is. We're going to take this lower than $2,500 and make it $2,499. One caller will own it. It's in the white gold, stays as is, because why not? Showing off that match to the asterism itself. Asterism is just the fancy way to say star. Star is the layman's term. You can use either one. They're both correct. Star sapphire or sapphire with asterism. You can use either, but it is true. And $24.99 for that beautiful, I've never seen a star so pronounced as that one is. It's just glowing, lit from within, and so sharp and defined. It's like they really, it's almost like if you were editing a photo and you've got the contrast turned way up, and you're seeing that amazing, because sometimes the stars can be a little fuzzy, or they're maybe not, all the way reaching towards the outside edge of the stone, or they don't have that real bright light in the center. This does. It's got it all going on. $24.99. It's got everything but a home so far, but don't worry, it will. And then don't forget, we're going to have at not quite at 6 o'clock, but shortly thereafter, we'll do it at the midpoint of the show, which is like 59 minutes from now. We're going to bring out that new drop earring we have. So it's going to be that midpoint between top of the hours. We're still going to have top of the hours like Tanzanite deals and great trios and things, but as far as the new, what's new, the newness is here, and it's going to be a drop marquise white diamond. White diamonds are a fortune right now, because the whole world's going to lab. So, the lab growns are kind of taking over the world. So it's lab grown apocalypse, but we're going to do, it's better than the zombie one, but hey, it's really about giving you natural white diamonds in VS quality that we're so proud of, that you rely on us to bring to you without fail. We're going to do that tonight in a specialty earring that you've never seen before. It's a simple way to do a drop. I know a lot of you love the big stones I had over the weekend that were the big rounds. They had the round amongst a hoop. We're going to bring you essentially that larger stone present, same size, but in a fancier, more exotic cut in a drop earring. So you're going to get that as well. So lots and lots to get to here tonight. Take a look at this real quick one more time. It's still here at the moment. And then we've got, golden zircon is here. Pink sapphire is here. Blue sapphire, because we had to bring out some sapphires. It's now our first show together in September. So we thought we'd bring out this month's birthstone. I was commenting the other day, it seemed like we had a lot of shoppers with birthdays this month, didn't we? And then I read an article that there are more birthdays in the month of September than any other month in the US of A. So it's obviously a popular birthday month, and so we get it. And so that's really, it's quite exciting, because obviously this is really where you get some sapphire options here. And we brought out this velvety, rich, really stunning stone. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got that velvety, rich blue. It almost looks like if you touched it, it would be soft. It's still bright, still glowing. It's 1125521, and it's our one and only here. I don't think I've got many things today that are not one only. We've had a couple of them. They were the coral and the turquoise, but not much going forward besides our big special of the day, which is that drop earring that are too limited to put on a weekend show, to be honest with you. So they're coming up. But this sapphire is 80 points in the pear-shaped blue, royal blue. If you've ever heard the term cashmere, you probably have. It's spelled with a K, not cashmere like the sweater, but we're talking about cashmere is in the mine that's at the border of Pakistan that is no longer. It was 100 years since they've actually had any active mining there, but it's always still the hub for the very best. That's always still the ultimate high-level origin for a sapphire, and it produced blues and it produced these really gorgeous purples and reds. But the thing is this: when you get a cashmere blue, it looks a lot like this. They have a very distinctive look to them that you don't see all the time with a Ceylon. Now, this is a Ceylon as your graphic state, but it's one of those that has the look and that color, which is a very specific kind of look that they have when you get the cashmere. So very similar to what we see out of cashmere. So it's an 80 pointer. I know it looks bigger. It is. That's a mounting that always takes a 1 carat. So there's just a little, just probably a little bit bigger face to this one. It means that there's going to be probably a little bit more of a shallow cut to it, which is not relevant when you're looking at the ring straight on. It wouldn't matter unless you have the stone set out of the ring. So we'll take a look at it here. It's got 80 points in the sapphire. It's got a diamond weight of 76. And we only have this one, and it's in yellow gold. Stays in the yellow gold. It's a beautiful, classic, traditional style mounting. Here's your inside, and of course ignore all the residue from the inventory tag there. But this is going to be, it's a beauty, isn't it? Look at that color. This is really the true test here. Is your sapphire going to withstand the distance check? And that means, can it still look bright royal blue from a distance away? And the answer with this one is absolutely yes. It doesn't turn too dark. It doesn't get into those navies. That's your pear shape. I like to show it the other way for you because a lot of you like to see it this way because maybe that's how you're going to wear it when you get it at home. But it's going to be a huge value. This is supposed to be $49.99. That it will not be, just one. Getting into the one-of-a-kind section of the show here with these rings. Very few. I don't know if I have any rings today that are more than one. It doesn't look like I do. So it's going to be, if you see it in a ring, it's going to be that one only. The only exception might be some of my earrings tonight. So get ready on those phone lines and we'll make it better than even $2,500, which is already 50% off. Taking it even lower than that for you on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Glad you're with us. Happy September. And here we are at better than 29 or 19. Actually, I'm going to take it even lower than that. And what a great birthstone ring. If you celebrate a birthstone on birthday this month, or if you're like me and you don't wear your own birthstone, I rarely wear my own. Have an emerald, don't wear it all that often. It's kind of that specialty stone. I don't really wear that very often, but I like to wear other people's birthstones. So that's how I tend to do. So again, I don't wear my own initials on my signet ring. I wear someone else's. So it's really just about having those great pieces that do mean something while you're still just wearing a pretty ring. It doesn't always need to be so overt, like initials or, you know, a big nameplate. It can always just be about that little significance that has meaning to you, and everyone's just complimenting your gorgeous blue sapphire. And in the meantime, you know it's representative of you or your birthstone or someone else's that you love. Let's make it even better than $1,500. Let's make it $1,499. First caller on that one only, and it stays in the yellow, but we're going to take care of the sizing as we like to do. So you know we offer a lot of freebies here. And it's funny because I heard somebody say this the other day and it resonated with me. They said, it's not really free. When we say it's free, it's not really free because, and I never really thought of it that way. It's free to you, but obviously you know that nothing really is free in this world. So you know somebody's paying for it, and it would be us. We're paying for a lot of things for you, and that is just, again, I think the luxury of shopping so that you're not incurring a lot of extra cost on top of the values. Because if a value is a value and then has a lot of extra, you know, the supplemental cost, then it's really going to be taking away from that value that you worked so hard to get. And so I love that we're doing this for a value and still giving you all those extras, like the sizing and the shipping and all of that. And now your money back return policy is back in effect as well. Anything you shop for in the last 2.5 months, it's final sale. Now we're back to, again, your money back guarantee, so that, and I say that mostly for the newer shoppers who may not be sure, and maybe you've been, you know, maybe you've been burned by other places out there. You've shopped on TV in the past that don't say TVON in the backdrop, and that's where you're going, I need to have that policy. I need to have that safety net. So it's back for you, so you can take advantage, but you're still getting these amazing low prices. So $14.99 on that one. I'll just flash in. We have another sapphire here if you like to go the pink variety. This is an unheated stone actually, which is so rare, and it's a really lovely asher cut in the pink. So that's our designer pink sapphire. That one's got a tremendous discount, and again, a lot of these pieces just didn't have time to get on the sale. As much as I tried, I didn't get you every single piece in the inventory through the sale, and I really tried, but with requests and all of that. I didn't have time to get every single piece on the air in the entire inventory. So that's why a lot of these pieces are coming out with a better than 10% off savings. Because I'll tell you right now, this is the pink sapphire that's also 18 karat gold. It has a carat 15. It's an Asher. This is totally unheated. So that's really rare to get. Tough to get those stones in the sapphire world, or really anything in natural gems that is not treated in some way. This one is unheated, untreated. It's item number 1128635, and it's going to be that hot pinky purple. So it's all natural, but it's more saturated than a typical pink. And then you have a carat 15 on the Asher and 93 points in diamonds, and they're everywhere. They're through the sides, they're through the profile. Yes, you see the big stone set channel here in this great kind of style here. And then look at the sides here where you've got all that pave built in these amazing details. And then of course that 18 karat gold. So this one during the sale, had it been up here, it was $59.99. It got all the way down to $2,999. Well, we're taking it even lower than that. So that would have been $29.99 minus $300 if you were shopping the sale. The good news is instead of $26.99 on the air, which would have put us equal, that would have put us right there. Instead, you're going even lower, and it's not $25, and it's not $24, and it's not $2,000. And remember, it's that upgrade, and it's also the unheated, and it's also an Asher cut, which is rare. And you've got this beautiful stackable look too. So if you wanted to put a band next to it, you could. That's what it looks like. The most wearable, simple kind of look. Great under gallery as well, but all done still with different setting styles of diamonds. You've got channel set, you've got pave, you've got a lot going on, and it's actually going to be $1,999 instead for that rare pink sapphire. So 2 sapphires in a row, getting our September birthstones accommodated. I have some really pretty sapphire earrings here, very rich. And don't forget, we also had the purple star. So 3 sapphires so far as options for our September birthdays out there. And then we've got the Tanzanite trio. Some last of the last. They were holdovers, and I'm not sure why they were held off from the sale, but we get to take them lower today. So you get a great value there. Also have some Brazilian Paraíba and some Sierra Santa Maria and a diamond band and also a ruby, all very affordably priced. So we've got you covered. Remember, we had $199 items and $299 items already offered in this show here tonight. So if there is something you're looking for, guys, does this look familiar to you? Because I'll tell you right now, they took it from me and they said, you can't have that. You sold that already. I said, excuse me? They said, you sold that. And I said, yes, I did. But mine was a 10 karat over the weekend, and this says 7 carats, and I know it looks the same, but that's a different ring. It looks like a 10 karat. Now, y'all know, if you're with me over the weekend, we saw this ring with a 10 karat round with the yellow diamonds on the sides. This is a 7 karat stone with the same yellow diamonds on the sides. So we're going to bring that out. Remember I told you we have, I don't know, 5 or 6 different Tanzanites today, 6 of them actually. I'm going to have this one for you later if you want a 7 karat round with the yellow diamonds. That's my only option with the yellow diamonds here tonight. So just a reminder, and maybe you just missed out on that 10 karat. Well, that would be, I thought it was the same. Everybody in inventory thought it was the same. It is not the same ring, but sure looks it. I love the idea of getting a 7 karat, like paying for a 7 karat, but getting the look of a 10 karat. That sounds like a lot of money saved. And here we go with ruby. Beautiful Burma. In a new style that feels like this bypass, but asymmetrical. 11287778 is the item number here, and that is lovely. It's a pear shape. And it's got more or less, it's like a 3/4 bezel setting because it's got platinum wrapping around most of it. This one free edge down here is going to be set along the other platinum side. That's going to bring you some diamond pave work as well. And it's platinum with a 97-point pear shape. This is a squatty pear. It's a shorter pear, so it looks almost like an oval when you see it from a distance away. But it is an actual pear shape, and the diamond weight is 14 points. And again, a lot of dense platinum. So you're getting a lot of feel. Platinum's a great way to go if you want to feel your metal, if you're tired of having tinny lightweight pieces that you shop for elsewhere. Platinum's a great way to bring that weight of your ring back. And you're just shy of 1 carat on that ruby, which is very special. I don't see a lot of 1 carat rubies go for under $4,000 here. I can speak for that because I have them all the time. And yet, this is not going to be $4,000. And 2 ways to wear it. I could see it paired up with some of our bands, some of our wonder rings, etc., etc. But I need to make sure this one goes. So call me early because it's going to be a heck of a value, and you can see the blue reds that it's giving. You can see that beautiful Burma color, because for those of you that are going, I want pigeon's blood, and really truly most of our rubies are, because they're from Burma. I've only had a couple of Mozambique stones ever here. It's very unusual to see Mozambique, which is a step down typically from Burma. You want Burma ultimately. Those are the ones that were, first of all, they were under sanction for the better part of 2 decades as I've been hosting shows like this, so it's very tough to get. It's obviously excelled in value. This is the top source in the world for ruby, and there's a lot of them. You could go to Thailand, you could go to Vietnam, you could go to Mozambique, you can go all over the world essentially and find great rubies, but none as great as a Burma stone. This is from today's Myanmar. If you look on a map today, it's going to say Myanmar, not Burma. Burma's kind of the old world name, but it's here and it's less than $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000. We're going to make it a lot better. How about $9.99 for the very first caller? On that one, the giveaways have begun. The giveaways are here, and we're in that big Wednesday night moment where we're taking everything down to a wild low price tag and better than a sale. It's better than a sale. I tell you right, look at the $39.99. That would have been $400 off. You would have paid $35.99. I can do that math. You're paying another $2,500 less than that. Well, 26. So it's a big value. It's a big deal to get, and we only have one, and it's beautiful. And don't forget, we'll have that heart-shaped green zircon for you. Our big top of the hour is actually happening at the midpoint of the show, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. That's 9:30 Eastern. I will bring you the incredible diamond drop earrings that are going to be, and I don't know how we're doing this because it seems to be even better than the earrings with the big rounds you loved over the weekend. You remember those big 31-point rounds we had in the hoop? Well, we're going to bring you a longer earring, more gold, and a diamond that's the same for somehow, some way. I don't know how we're doing this value. It's so good. And then let's get to that. Should we get to the trio of Tanzanites? We've got a blowout on 4 caraters. It's our 4 carat plus blowout. We're going to see those. Now, this zircon, you've got to see this green. It really does look like a Russian demontoid. It really does. It has the colors, the blues, the goldens, and you're going to see a lot of fire from this, as zircon should give because they're double refractive. Now, it's going to need my help here, but I'm going to zoom back here. 112-8219 is the item number. This is about as collectible as it gets, and it is the ultimate. This is zircon, where we see a lot of them. We see the colorless, the goldens, the yellows, the pinks, even the bronzy tones, the hyacinths, all of that. We're bringing out one of the rarer ones, and it's a 402. This one's going to be, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a 402, and it's a stunner. It's a 402 heart shape. It's got a carat 35 in diamonds. And if you're interested, I think there was a sunset variety of zircon over the weekend that had kind of like the browns and the yellows and the goldens and the pinks all together. This is the green, and it has its own specialty secondary hues. Like, it's got some blue and some yellow to it as well. That's a lot of diamond weight, by the way. So just a little FYI, I was meeting with a very, very important, I had maybe the most important meeting of my life yesterday, and it was quite exciting, and with a big designer who does a lot of VS diamonds, and they're very well known. They're probably the biggest name in fine jewelry in the world, and we were talking about classifying, you know, what they do with VS diamonds and how they price them in their diamond accents. And these are just diamond accents, mind you, because they sell like 20 karat individual stones. I'm talking about diamond accents set in gold. And when they do those diamond accents in a VS quality, they are stones that go for, I've been quoting 25,000 a carat for VS diamond accent stones. It's actually more, which I knew it was, but obviously wanted to give you a real life example as of just about not even 24 hours ago. There is a different price on VS diamonds, and I really want to show this because, again, this is important, because when we see it, we go, no big deal, carat 35. We're used to seeing big diamond weights in our jewelry, aren't we? It's kind of like it feels very ordinary. It feels very expected. It's like, oh yeah, there's a carat. Oh yeah, there's 2 carats. Oh, there's a carat and a half. It feels like very average and normal around these parts, doesn't it? When you've got that name behind your screen. What we're actually doing here is something that should be actually $38,000 per carat. Now that's math. You've got to do that times 1.35 to figure out what that diamond weight should be on its own by itself. Think about where that is. Without the exotic green zircon that most manufacturers don't even have zircons to work with, most collectors don't have them, most museums don't have them on display. This is one of the most important stones you can own. That and the fact it's over 4 carats and it's a heart shape. It's a heart. We love that. It's rare, it's exotic, it's special, it's all those things, and you're not paying what is 38,000 times 1.35. I'm not able to do that math precisely in my head. I could obviously estimate it. Let's go more exact than that. So a carat 35, $38,000. This is a major, major, major moment here, because that's, and I get it, that's probably why you're here. That's why you're not out at, you know, that store. That's $47,250 for the mounting plus the zircon, which would be an undisclosed amount because they don't have zircons. So there's that factor. There's the, oh, we don't carry those. Oh, those are too rare for us. And when you charge $38,000 a carat for your VS diamonds, you should have rare stones, but they don't. Not green zircons. $47,250 mounting price. What if I were to take that with the green zircon for free, give you that price, take it down to, let's say, 90% off? $4,725, 90% off. It wouldn't cover their gold cost. We're doing better than $47.25. It puts it in perspective. This is why everybody raves about one thing first. When they first start shopping here, it's all about that VS diamond work. It's about the fact that for the first time, because if you've been shopping other places in TV, you don't get VS diamonds anywhere else. That's a fact. And if you did, they would say it and they would harp on it just like I do, because that is a big deal to get VS diamonds. And they cost a fortune outside of this fantasy land we call TVON. So this is not $47.25. That's 90% off what you would pay for the diamond mounting by itself. In retail, minus tax. You're not paying $47,000. You're not paying $4,000. You're not paying even. This is crazy because it's not $3,500 either. And the rare is in the center. The rare is the zircon. The rare is the 4 karat plus heart shape, and it's not 35 or 34 or 33 or 32. We have got giveaways going on. I'm so glad you're here to see it, because even if you're just window shopping, as most people are, and that's fine, you at least know when it comes time to own a collectible, or if you know somebody who's trying to get collectibles, or you know a gem collector, somebody who's in love with gems and wants exotics and wants to find something that is nowhere else in retail, here it is, and it's not 32 or 31 or 3,000. It is $2,999 for a 4 karat plus heart shape, and it's clean, and it's the green that is not like any other except demontoid. And that I've had a 4 karat. It was a 3 karat 96, I believe, if my memory serves, and it was a $65,000 demontoid. This looks like it, but better because it's a little brighter and it's a little cleaner, and it also is a rarer cut in the heart shape, and it is bigger. So $29.99 is so exciting, and one only. There's one caller out there tonight who's going to say, that's my ring. That's my ring, and nobody else will ever claim it. Nobody else will ever own a 4 karat or 2 green zircon heart shape. It's the one and only. So what a thrill to bring you something that we don't have the likes of any other time. Don't forget, we have $299 and $199 pieces still here from earlier, like it was a, well, $299 Sleeping Beauty turquoise pendant, and a $199 coral earring in a drop style. And we're in last call on the hour. So we have 2 hours left, 2 short hours on this Wednesday night. I want to thank you for joining us. Thanks for remembering us on this Wednesday night. We're so glad you're here. A big Tanzanite. I will tell you, most of the next 2 hours is Tanzanite and diamond earrings. The diamond earrings are limited. I'm going to show you a quick wheel for our last 9 minutes of the hour. We're going to show you, I'm just going to do some discounts and some blowouts here on some one-of-a-kinds that I've got for you. It's like a nice little variety of different stones that are all rare. We've even got diamond bands for those of you that want something a little bit with a twist of the classics, but a little bit extra. I've got a Brazilian Paraíba. I know how many of you wanted that flower ring that I had over the sale. It sold so quickly. I've got a Brazilian floral ring. It's a Brazilian Paraíba with diamonds. It's going to be great for you if you missed out on that platinum piece. We have a 26-point diamond pyramid style wave ring. We have an amazing Sierra Santa Maria. It's over a carat. It's in platinum, and we also have ruby coming up. So I've got those 4 rings all at one time. What does that mean? If I put a lot of rings and they have no relation, and I put them together on a wheel, that means you can expect the unexpected with the value. The price tag is going to be epically affordable. Let's go back to our green zircon, see who's got this one, because that should be gone. And then we are going to keep on rocking. Woo, we got the values tonight, don't we ever? This is quite the show and quite the assortment. So let's get into it here. We've got an amazing look at a ruby. That ruby is stunning. Then that's more traditional than one we saw earlier, I would say. Then we have our wave design. It's like pyramid studs, but it's flat. Don't worry, it's not sharp. And then here we go with, oh yeah, the Brazilian Paraíba's got to go up front. That is so rare. Out of everything I'm going to show you, that's by far the rarest, no doubt about it. And then we've got Sierra Santa Maria right there. So what do you like? The Brazilian Paraíba round, that is actually, it's a pretty good size stone for this material. It's a, wow, that's a 10-pointer. 10 points. Do you realize that is one of our largest? I've had a couple larger, but they're really expensive. really expensive. I've got a 56-pointer. It's $88.88. It's on hold for a shopper. But she's like, I'm going to need to save up my pennies for a long time if I want that ring. It's a 56-pointer. That's our second largest we've had. So Brazilian Paraíbas are on the rare side. And a 10-pointer is big. And that's what's here in the front. from the original source. Then we've got the band. This is 14 karat gold and 26 points in diamonds. And you see it's got more of like a flattened triangular style stud. Detailing, that's our Brazilian with the diamonds. That's also in platinum. That is maybe the deepest, darkest saturated aqua we've ever had. 128 on that one, 21 points in diamonds, also in platinum. And so is the ruby. The ruby's in platinum there. Another Burma stone for you. 49 points with 55 points in the diamonds. And two baguettes with the rounds as well. So why? Why are these exotics all together? Discount time, blowout time. We're saying goodbye to these. They got to go. It's our last time on the air with these. And they're all going to be bands that, whether they're platinum or gold, remember 3 out of your 4 are platinum, 1's in gold. The gold is the yellow gold you see in the diamond band. It's a fun way to do a little bit designer style. You can wear it anywhere on the hand you want, pinky to thumb, anywhere in between. But all of these rings are going to be the same darn low price. They're so good. They're very affordable. I'm so thrilled. Nothing gives me more of a thrill than putting my own sale together for you when obviously nothing's supposed to be on sale. That is how we have to come out of usually sales are 1 or 2 days here. We just had one for 2.5 months. So I know that the human nature side, the human nature element tells us that, oh, everything's going to be really expensive. I ask you to look at the pricing I'm giving. The pricing that is coming out of my mouth tonight is very different than it's better than a sale price. So this is a big moment for everyone to take advantage, shop them up, grab what you can, collectors, resellers. I'll tell you, we're getting to that time where resellers are really going to gobble up all the jewelry because we've got holiday shopping soon. It's almost, guys, it's September. It's almost holiday time. People like to start earlier every year on the holiday shopping because that's when the deals are. So please take advantage of this. But our resellers are going to be taking all this jewelry to fill their stores with the pieces like this. Yes? Okay. Did they hear me say something was $199 and they were like, she's wrong. There's no way. Yes, it's true. We actually had $199 drop earrings earlier. So let me show them really quickly here because they're like, I don't believe it. We did. Mediterranean coral drop earrings. We still have a pair left. I know we had a couple pairs. What did we have? 2 pairs gone, 1 pair left. There they are. They're the coral drop earrings. We had Mediterranean coral, 8.5 millimeters each. No diamonds. They're rose and they're yellow. Okay, you got rose and yellow together. They stay as is. I can't change the gold color, but they are $199 and they were item number 2198. So that is $199 per pair. If you'd like to get one or whatever we have left, check with your operators and see what we have left because I don't know how many have sold since I had them on the air presenting them. So that is our, not to ruin any surprises, but $199 will be the most microscopic price we see of the show tonight without a shadow of a doubt. I wish I had pieces under $199. I don't because I sell fine jewelry. So yeah, that's what we got. We got the best in gold. And look at the size of those drops there. They are 1 inch in the length and they are 2 tones of gold. But really, I think that from a distance, it's an earring. So you're not seeing them all that close up. So the rose and the yellow, you can see the difference because they are side by side, but I think they blend both really well with the coral. Being that it's that sharper red color we love. All right, so that's it on the coral earrings. Let's go to this wheel and make it better than even, I don't want to do $29.99 if I don't have to. We got to make this really affordable and remember all one of a kinds. Every ring I have tonight is, it looks like, I don't think there's an exception to that. Certainly not in front of me. So here's where you dial in quickly, get your favorite. We've got the top of the hour, 1 hour down, 2 hours to go. We're a 3-hour show. So you've got 3 hours to shop 5 times a week. And here's your moment to get better than 29, better than 19, better than $9.99. They all stay as is except for the sizing we're going to take care of, and that will be free. And you get shipping free, sizing free, all those good things free, extra on us. And we're going to do this whole wheel for only $888 a ring, whichever one you like. I'm going to give it about 2 minutes here, and then we'll say goodbye to all those because it's a matter of when they go, not if they go. That's just too good a value. With Sierra Santa Maria that looks that deep and dark. Here's our diamond band with a lot of gold, and then you've got the ruby and the Paraíba. I'll tell you that Paraíba, let me direct you right to there. If you're looking for rarity beyond, you're getting the round Paraíba. It is not a small stone. You hear me out, you're going 10 points is a small stone. Yes, it is if it's amethyst. Yes, it is if it's a lot of stones, but Paraíba from Brazil, it doesn't come in large crystal sizes. What do we like? You got it. Brazilian Paraíba is already gone because that is just the value of the night. And it's item number 11286671. Here it is on the hand. It's our Brazilian Paraíba floral ring. Makes sense. We had one sell and a lot of people missed it over the weekend. It was similar. This is our 10-pointer, which is even larger. And it's going to have the 26 points in the diamonds around it, all set in platinum. So we have a final now, 80 seconds or so left with 3 rings remaining. And your last call. Would you like the ruby, which is from Burma and so clean, or this This is aqua. That is not a topaz. That is not a sapphire. It is a Sierra Santa Maria best quality aqua. You have the diamonds trio. Did you notice the big diamonds on the sides too? There's actually some fancy cut diamonds that'll match the earrings we have later, the marquise cut diamonds and the round diamonds on the sides of the aqua, the beautiful diamond band, which is just such a pretty wave design, and of course the ruby as well. So $888 a piece. We've got our last 45 seconds with that wheel. And Jason, did they like the coral earrings? Oh, wonderful. Did they get a pair? Who was that? Hi, Linda. Thank you so much. Enjoy. $199 earrings still available. We still have a pair left. I just got the quantity update there, so we're good to go on the earrings still. If you as well want to get one of our $199 pair of coral earrings from the Mediterranean in that solid gold. And here we are, 20 seconds remaining. What do we like? Ruby, it's a 49-pointer. There's our 49-point Burma, 55 points in diamonds. This is our 26-point diamond band in the gold. And then we've got the aqua. The aqua's a carat 28. It's a big aqua, and that's got 21 points in diamonds around it, beside it, $888, your choice of. And let me know which one you like, and then we'll move right along. Don't forget, in a half an hour, yes, at the midpoint of the show is when we're bringing out the big discount tonight. The biggest value is our brand new. I have one new item tonight, one, and it's the diamond drop earrings. We wanted to really put the spotlight, so to speak, not the literal, we don't have the literal one, but we're going to put the proverbial spotlight onto the diamond earrings that we're going to bring you tonight in 1/2 hour from now. So again, very short amount of time. I will be debuting at 6:30 Pacific time. That is in a half hour, 9:30 on the East Coast. We're going to bring out these diamond drop earrings. They have 2 large diamonds. This is a little bit more, instead of the hoop that I brought you over the weekend with the rounds that so many of you loved, we're going to bring you a marquise cut, a beautiful, and even if you're not into marquise, these really are that beautiful drop, that lengthening and elongating. They're going to make you look like $1 million. This is like, you know, forget the going under the knife and all that, and forget like contouring with makeup. Just wear these earrings and they will do all that for you. That's kind of what a drop does. They're so flattering on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm Lauren Blair. It's nice to have you with us on this fabulous September Wednesday. We are live from Los Angeles, and I will be the captain of your ship for the next 2 hours. We've got an amazing, amazing value on some Tanzanites coming up. I'm going to do that now for our top of the hour. It's a half hour from now that the big debut happens. We have just a few pairs, which is why they're here on Wednesday. We've got a few pairs of a new diamond earring for you tonight. They're coming up, very limited, 61 point in 2 diamonds. So they're going to be almost a third of a carat fancy cuts in a drop. Don't worry, it's not a big chandelier. It's not 3 inches. Everybody will be able to wear them as long as you have a piercing. And then we also have a really, really special grouping of Tanzanite now, but we'll see bigger stones. We'll see an 8 carat. We'll see a 7 carat. I even have a smaller stone. This is the sweet spot, though, of Tanzanites in our 4 carat plusers that we have coming up now. Unfortunately, now, do you guys want the good news or the bad news? I'm going to give you the bad news first. Wouldn't it be great if I had someone responding to me? That'd be so cool. I realized also that I'm the only one that does a show by myself. Every other, I spent a little bit of time the last couple of days doing some research, and I had to like look around at what's going on in other shows. I was like, am I the only one that does a show by myself anymore? No one does that. It used to be when I started, you had one host. Now there's like 3 and 4 on every show anyway. So yeah, so I hope I'm enough. But here's what we have for you. We've got 4.5 carat stones coming up. This tends to be what everybody requests. I can't speak for anything other than 6.5 years of selling Blue Wing Block D right here on this set. The last nearly 7 years. In December, it'll be 7 years of Blue Wing Block D. By then, they'll be gone. So we won't even have like a technical anniversary because they'll be long gone. But I have spent a lot of years selling this specific best of the best material. And I mean best. That's not hyperbolic. That's actually the literal best. I'm very careful with my words. It is the best material in the world that we have here, which is why so many people start their TVON collections right here with Tanzanite. Well, this, out of everything that we know from selling them and offering them in different sizes and different styles and different shapes, is that we tend to have what we call the sweet spot, which is requested, and it usually is that between 4 and 5 carat is what is still going to make that big impact, still feels very, very special and elite, but doesn't get too large for everyday wear. So if you still have yet to add one to your collection, and I know some of you already have them, some of you have plenty of them. If you are yet to get one, it is go time, because like I said, when we celebrate 7 years in December, actually December 18th, we can probably still do an honorary celebration, but I'm not going to actually probably have any Blue Wing Black Ds. So that's why you want to call now, get what you can. So great way to start the hour. I'm going to move those aside. We've got our trio here that's still awaiting you, which is the diamond band and the ruby. That ruby is so good. We're not really leaving that behind, right? That ruby for $888, very, very impressive. I would not leave that here if I were you. And then we've got the aqua. equally as impressive, deep dark color. So if you just tuned in, those are $8.88 a piece, and I didn't want you to miss them. But here we go with this trio. Oh my goodness, what is going to be, this is going to be sad actually, because this is the bad news. The bad news is I have one of each. Oh my. You remember I showed you a 7-carat round that's coming up later. Look at that round. And then how are we going to decide? The good news, you got the best price ever coming your way. Better than they would have been. I'm so happy these weren't on during the sale show, as thrilling as that would have been, because you're getting a better price and a better value today, tonight, right now on any one. Now, remember, when I tell you there's a one only, I don't say that because it sounds good or to create false urgency. There's a one only. I'm very authentic and very true to my words. So you have a one only opportunity here, and that's going to come into play, because when you see my price tag, and they all have big diamond weights, and they're all museum reserves, you're going to wonder how the heck I'm able to give this jewelry away. I tell you right now, you got to be on those phone lines. Come on in. I'm marveling myself at this price. We're going to walk you through carat weights, one of each. They all stay in the white gold. So the only question really upon us here is going to be after the decision of oval, round, or cushion. The only question is, what size do you need? That is all that you're going to have to really choose. Is what size do you want us to make it for you? Because if you're not a perfect size 7, that's okay. And I don't mean perfect like perfect. I just mean that's where they are now. So if you don't happen to wear a 7, you need a little bit more, a little bit less, even a lot more, a lot less, go ahead. That's on us. But we have 4.5 carats. Now, the only one that's under 4.5 is actually my 424. It's going to be on the right side. So this is the smallest of the 3. That's my 4 carat 24 cushion cut square with 84 points in baguettes and rounds. Then we're only going to go up from there to the 4.5. There's the round, 4.5 carats. You get an upgrade in the diamonds, it's 101. Now it looks the largest, and it is the largest, but I would say, does this stone look 2 points bigger than that stone? Because this stone is the 452. I would contend it's looking even larger than that, because that looks larger. And I tell you this all the time, the rounds aren't going to look as big as an oval because of the natural shape of the stone. An oval is elongated. It's got that oval shape, round, oval. So there is that impact it makes, and I think you see it right here plain as day. If you've always wondered, is that really true? Does one really look bigger than the other? I think you see it right here. The 452 on the left and the 450. 2 points difference, 2 points. And I would say the visual gives you a much different perspective than that. Now, I have nobody on the phone lines, and I know what you're thinking. You're going, why would I shop today? I missed the boat, I missed the sale. You don't need to worry. Lolo in your corner here. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you, and I'm going to live up to the name, because every single, there's a different price on each one. I'm going to tell you which one's which. One of them is $69.99, one of them is $79.99, and the other is $89.99. It has a lot to do with the diamond weight that is around them and the specialty cuts you're getting. All I need you to do is really choose your favorite. Which one is going to be best suited for your hand? Which stone do you like the best? Which style? Which cut? You probably have a favorite cut. If you're going traditional, you're probably going with the oval. That gives you a lot of diamond weight. Remember, you're getting over a carat, you're getting a carat 20. So the oval doesn't only have the biggest look visually, like just to the eye, it also gives you the biggest diamond weight by far. The middle round giving you a lot of diamonds as well. The round has a carat 1. So either the left side, the center, you're going to get over a carat in diamonds, but the oval has got the most. And the cushion cut square, really lovely, very lavish color. They're all bringing reds because they're all museum reserves, but you just have to choose which one is your fave. And they will not be $8,000. They're not even the lowest price of any of the 3. $69.99 was the lowest. I'm going to just remind you, we have one of each, so please don't wait to get on the phone lines too long. Want to make sure you're ready to go, okay? We got to do this very, very quickly here, and it will, because the price tag is just going to be simply stunning. That's all I can do. You just make the price tag really, really good, they're going to go. It's just, there are no two ways about it. When you start giving jewelry away for a living, people start to take notice. And when you have prices that are better than everybody else, when everybody else is offering you a lower quality Tanzanite and their price tags are higher, I don't see any rhyme or reason to do that. I don't see, even if, well, somebody said to me the other day, well, I work for that company. Okay, good. Do you get an employee discount? They said, yep. And guess what? They're still paying more. They'd be better off shopping with us off TV, just like all of our consumers do. Because even after a discount somewhere else, you're still getting lower quality and you're still paying more. Isn't that a crazy statement to make? But it's true. And you guys know it. How many emails do I get every day? I don't even respond to them anymore half the time because it's like, that is wonderful to see, but I am so like, I get it. There's so many people who go, I literally have like people who literally every day will send me just screenshots of here's what they're selling their Tanzanite for. And I'm going, yep, I get it. Yep. And look, it's going higher. And I go, I get it. I get it. Everyone is selling Tanzanite, and everyone's got a lower quality than what you get here. And the price tags are crazy. And I say that because I can be the craziest one of all and give you these teeny tiny little price tags for a better quality. I don't see any other way to do it than right here. And you know what? We'll do this for better than 69, 59, 49, 39. Watch this. Choose your favorite. I'm going to try them on as you ask for them. Let me try them on, show you what they're all about. That's going to probably help you gauge which one's the best. Remember, this is, and I don't know if we can help them, Tony, but these are all 4 carats plus. It's a 452, it's a 4 carat 50, and it's the 4 carat 24. Okay, so that's how they break down. 1 carat 20 in diamonds, 101 in diamonds, and here's your 84 points in diamonds. So yes, if you want to go for the most impact, you're going with the left side. The round is pretty stunning given the flashes of red. They all have it. They're all museum reserve. Why are we not on the phone lines? Because it's still $39.99 and you're going, that's okay. It's an okay price. Let's make it better than a sale. Because let's just face it, on Sunday afternoon, when I last saw you all, it's Sunday at 1 o'clock, these pieces were here. We got so bombarded with requests. They all had a price, kid you not, they all had a price of $3,499. If you're going, I have no idea what she's talking about. I haven't watched in a while. It's now fall. The kids are back. In school, everything's returning to normal. I'm now here. What is she talking about? We had a big sale going on. These pieces were here at $34.99. They would have been 10% off. Why am I telling you this? How's that going to help me sell them? I'm going to tell you right now, that would have been $350 off. Would have made each ring up there $31.49. That is where I'm changing the game today. I am giving you better prices today to get kind of transition our way out. I know there's a lot of people that believe it can't be a great sale. It can be. It can be a better sale. I'm just putting more sale, basically. It's like giving you 20% off. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it even better than $31.49, which would have been the price you paid with that discount on Sunday. And you know what the irony is? On Sunday, they all would have gone. Every single one of them. Literally, they would have been gone in 60 seconds. Why? Because that's a great value. I don't think anyone out there is going to say, no. $31.49 for those stones, those rock stars, the best of the best that aren't being mined anymore, that Tanzanite in general is on its way out. $31.49 when you're getting on 2 of the options well over a carat in VS diamonds, and we discussed that, $38,000 carat diamonds there in those mountings. All you have to do is tell us your ring size. They're not $31.49. Let's take a look. They're not even $29.99. If we're going to sell all 3, and that's what I've got to do, we're going to make them even better than even $2,999. Some jewelry's got to move here in the next 2 hours. We are 20 minutes away from that big premiere of the night. Looking forward to those diamond drop earrings that you've never seen before. But right now, how can we get you ready to go? Do we need better than 29? I'll do it. We just got to make sure they go. And if you really do have a favorite, and I know you do, call me early so you can at least reserve your favorite. So you can be the first one on your favorite piece so you're not missing out on account of being a little bit late. Because it's not 29. I'll go better. This is already another 150 off where they would have been on Sunday. This is crazy. Only we're going to sell them all real fast. And Tony, get the 60-second clock ready, and I guarantee you they won't last 60 seconds. They will be sold out before 60 seconds ends up at 0. Yes. Already thinking about the big oval. And I just wish I had 10 of each. And there used to be a day when I would in regular blue wings, not the museum reserves. But if I had the regular blue wings, I could have 5 or 10 of these. I could have 5 or 10 of each, not anymore. That's the way we're going. We're getting towards and nearing the very end, the very finale. By the way, they're not 29. I'm going even lower. Just let me know. I wish I had more. I have 1 of each. If they want the oval, it's done and gone. If you want the round, it's done and gone. But they're not going to be 29. We're really busy. We have more callers on the line than we have rings up there, and they should sell at $29.99. I'm telling you right now, this is so incredible. And I wish I was shopping at home right now. Because as someone who has watched every one of the Tanzanites I've ever loved sell right out from under me, I don't even have one. I've resigned myself to the fact I'm never going to get a blue wing. because the prices are too good. I mean, maybe one day I'll just have to price one at $1 million so it stays. But quite frankly, it could go even $1 million because they are worth it and they're that good. And they're not 29, and they're not 28, and they're not 27 or 26 or $2,599. This is so unheard of. And all you have to do is tell me, oval, round, cushion. Which one do you like? Left, right, center. Tell me which one you like. The big diamond weight, the gold. These are gold. They're not platinum. Platinum's about 1/3 of the price of gold. These are gold. That's the high-end way to go these days. They just got to stay as they are in the white gold. We get you your ring size. We ship it to your doorstep for free. You have 2 weeks to decide if you want to keep it or send it on back. And if you send it back, I'm buying it. True story. If you send it back, I'm buying it. Because I am literally getting if there's ever one that comes back, and I don't think I've had a return on a Tanzanite. I can't remember one. They just don't, because why? How could you? Why would you? This is the value. Yes. Oval already gone. Thank you so much. We're down to the round and the cushion cut, and they're not paying $25.99. You get a better value than that. Which one do you like? The round. You know it's going to be the round. Look at that round. Oh, just great mirror finishing on the sides. Here's the round on the hand. This is what it looks like. We are down to, it looks like just the cushion cut square, and it's not going to be $2,500 either. They're $2,499. Better value. So we have saved you literally $650 off of where they would have been on sale on Sunday. That's what I'm doing tonight. That's what I'm doing. So you decide. Now, do you still have the oval? You've got the oval, and the round is verifying in the cushion cut? Yes. All right, so we're verifying on all three, but the oval already gone. Round is verifying, 45 seconds left. And yep, you got the 4.5 carat in the round, and you've got the 4 carat 24 in the cushion cut square. And simply let us know which one of the two you want. They will all be gone. Congratulations. All right, 30 seconds remaining. We got to go. We've got the diamond earring value. I know everyone's waiting. 15 minutes and 10 seconds from right now, they kick off. They are going to be here. The big diamond drop earrings, and I mean diamond drop earrings. I know what I'm saying. Big diamond drop earrings. That sounds like a big price tag. Nope, they're not. Very, very affordable. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy September. It's our first time shopping together during September. Hope your month is off to a great start. Let's put up the graphics real quick because I'm not leaving and we're not going anywhere till they're sold. There's no better value I have to show you besides the diamond earrings. And that's a very different deal. So Tony, what I'm going to ask you to do is put up 1128-623. That's for the round. So we're just going to talk about this because visually it's easier to see. That does my job for me because you don't have to be listening to me, and that's a lot easier. Because my goodness, you're probably watching on mute anyway. So you're just watching ba 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 ba. But take a look. 4.5 carats on the round. 4.5 carats in the round. 101 in the diamond weight. And did you notice what they did on the east and west sides? Huge diamond east and west. To go with your fabulous round, which is glittering on all fronts, looks so enticing. The reds are bouncing through the stone, and it is $24.99. There's all your information to go with that round. We'll switch it up, show you 8234. That's going to be your information to go with that cushion cut square on the right side. Now, that's a fancier piece. That feels fancy, doesn't it? Because it's got baguettes and rounds together. So you're playing with the different cuts and diamonds. You're really elevating it. You're putting diamonds down the shoulders as well. So it really is an exquisite, exquisite look. And that one's also going to have the red flashes and a round and a cushion cut square. Well, they're very similar, aren't they? So that's a beautiful way to go. And here's what the cushion cut looks like on the hand. This is just so elegant. It feels like that big pronounced double halo that it has. That was actually one of our more expensive ones to start because of the baguettes. Just something like a little detail like adding the additional baguettes really does elevate the overall value of your ring and the price tag of your ring. Now tonight I realize they're all $24.99, but you get that really exquisite baguette material. All right, we got to move. We've got the diamond drop earrings, and this is what I have in other Tanzanites. They're going to be larger. I've got this one in the round with the yellows. I've got an 8 carat. This one's a lot of money. I'll be honest. I think this is a lot of money. I can see what I can do, but we got a $14,000 price tag on that one. So that's our 8 carat. And then we also have, if you do want to go smaller, I can show you this one. It's an oval. Classic 3-stone style. Let's do it now. Round, cushion cut square. Let's go to the oval here. I had to beg. I had to beg. And here we go. Here's your chance to own the oval, and I'm going to do something wild here. 112-8141. We just had $2,500 pieces, incredible value. Here's our oval. It's a 241. That is not that small. That's not a small stone. Yeah, we just had 3 rings up here, so I'm going to just come in closer to show you all the details. Diamonds at 4 points each, 8 points total. And now it's going to go on the auction block. Here's the issue here, and this is why I have no choice but to put it in the auction block. Sometimes logic gets in the way. What do I mean by that? Well, we've obviously defied logic with better quality at a smaller price. Nobody's going to bring you better Tanzanite pricing than we do, and our quality is the best. So there's that defying logic issue there. But let's also discuss the fact that this ring has a 241 with lesser diamond weight than the other 3 I just showed you, and this one's got a $2,599 price tag. That's $100 more. I don't think anybody is going to pay $25.99, but again, one value precedes another. One value is going to prompt another one, because this cannot be $25.99 and expected to sell. Just seems logical. So what I will do is put this on the auction block. Let's try to get you a lower price. Let's try to get you the lowest price. We already had some really great affordable ideas. I had $299 earrings, $199. I had a $299 pendant, a $199 earring. That's incredible. So if we haven't proven to you in the first 78 minutes of this show that anything goes, well, let me try on this one. Let's see if we can do it here. Because this is going to be less than $2,500 open, because that ain't going to work either. I think if you got $2,500 to spend on Tanzanite tonight, please get one of the larger. Please get a 4 carat. I understand that this may suit everybody better, works with the Wonder rings really well. It's not the dressy fancy. It's still fabulous and still a larger stone, as you're going to see here. That is not a small stone. Look at it on the hand. I can prove it to you. That's not a small stone. And a lot of us, really, myself included, I will take a 3 stone over anything else right now, because it's the most high-end way that we're seeing all the big designers do their important stones, 3 stone styles. What if we go to $2,000 to open? What about $15,000 with a $10 increment and no reserve? And that sounds like a plan that's going to get a lot of folks on the phone lines, because you figure $10 increment only, not a lot of people on a Wednesday. This is where you are getting the value. And that stone, I'm sorry, I have a very large hand. So I can make any ring. I can make the biggest rings in the world look teeny tiny. I point that out because this is a good size stone, and a 241, you know what it is, 2.5 carat stone or so. That's really important. And also one more thing, I'm going to change the gold, Tony. We're not going to leave it in the white gold if they don't want the white gold. If you want yellow, if you want to try, maybe you've got a white gold Tanzanite option and you're looking for that everyday wearable and you want the yellow gold, you've got it. It's your choice. Yellow gold, rose gold, it's fine. But we're not going to do 15, because I'm not getting it open there, and we're going to see if we can make this happen. Let's see. I know we've got somebody out there who's just looking for the most, and simple doesn't always mean boring. Simple doesn't mean inexpensive. And more importantly, simple does not mean low quality, because low quality, those words are not in our vernacular here. We just don't do it. We don't do low quality. We only know one way. We have like one speed. We only do high level. We only do VS stones. We only do the big Tanzanite in the best of the best blue wing, block D. These are the great stones that we've wanted and asked for, and you know how limited they're getting, because you're starting to see them more and more scarce in our shows. There will come a time in the not so distant future when we have none at all to show you, because when the museum reserves are gone, they're gone. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of 15, 14, 13, or 12, I'm going to start better than $1,100, and there's still the red flash coming on through. No doubt about it. What if we start at $1,000 on a 241? To get this one going? There's a band of gold. You can't deny every single piece has a band of gold. And I'm just talking about the gold here, not the platinum. The gold bands alone are literally about $2,000 right now, just for the gold. So when we're giving you a $1,000 open and you're getting a Tanzanite with the diamonds that are really good size, I know that may not be the biggest diamond weight you've ever seen, but they're good size individual stones, and we've got $1,000 to get it started on the giftable, the give to anybody, anybody of any age can wear it. Maybe, I will admit, I think most of our blue wings, especially of late, they've been very dressy. You saw them on the wheel just a moment ago. The 4 carats had a lot of dressy diamond weight. They had a lot of big, obviously they're bigger overall. These are the pieces that you really do. I mean, there's not many times we have a 3-stone ring, but it's the most wearable. It's the most versatile. It's the one that you gift for the loved one who says, I just want something really classic, but I still would love to have quality. I want to get that important look. Here it is. $1,000. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started, and we'll see where it goes. It's only a $10 increment. Totally irrelevant until we get the open. Doesn't even matter till we get the open. But just know that we are here to move jewelry. And we got to do some wild and crazy things to do that. And here it is at $1,000 to start on a bigger stone, not something we see all the time because there's only so much left in our entire collection. And once that collection is gone, people keep asking me, well, when are you getting more? I get that question a lot. Well, when are you getting more blue wings? There is no more. December of 2018 was when this material arrived. The original collection was the entire collection. That collection is what you've been seeing debut day after day for the last nearly 7 years. And once that collection is gone, there is no more rough. There is no more, like, you know, if we had some rough on the side, we could cut it ourselves. Nope, there's no more rough. There's no more anything. This is that stone. And by the way, for those of you asking, but this is not Museum Reserve? Well, technically it is. It was cut from the Museum Reserve. We brought this back knowing that we don't have any 2 carats, but knowing we get a lot of requests for 2 carats. I've been doing this lately. I've been demanding that our cutters, because we have great in-house cutters, we have some of the best lapidaries in the world. They're on staff here at TVON. And along with the best jewelers in the world, we have really kind of like the best of the best in every facet of our business. But I will tell you right now that that is a stone that was cut from a larger stone. We've been sacrificing the 20 and 30 caraters because they're not going to sell, because they have the higher prices. And we don't have a lot of customers here that shop the 30 and the 25 and the $20,000 items. So instead of leaving those here gathering dust in a vault, we've been literally taking those larger stones and basically having the lapidaries cut them into smaller material, because that's what you've been asking for. A sacrifice that is just that. You never want to take a larger stone and do that, but it's been your customer demand that's really, really prompted us to make that sacrifice for you. So do we have 1,000? Who do you have there? $1,000 has been bid on a 241. And with all that said, we have 5 minutes left until the earrings debut. So now we are going to give it, with a $10 increment only, and free sizing, free shipping, and a free gold color change as well. This is crazy. I mean, congrats, Philip. By the way, Jason, where's Philip calling us from? Can I be really nosy and ask that question? I just need a state. I don't need like an exact address. Don't give me his email or his phone number. That's North Carolina. NC. Okay. Tar Heel? Okay, we'll find out. Philip is at 1,000. He's getting the deal, and y'all letting him have it, and that's okay. But it's not over yet. We have 2 minutes to go. So we'll give it a final 2-minute clock. That 2 minutes, if that goes by and nobody else bids, Philip, it's all yours. If anybody else wants to come in and try to make it theirs instead, you got a great chance to do it. And we got 2 more minutes until it's done and gone. 2 more minutes. This is good. This is really good. And the gold band, I know nobody wants to believe this, but gold is gold. And the way gold's at, you're spending about $2,000 on a gold band by itself just from the factory. We are the factory. Nobody else on TV makes their own jewelry. We do. We do. There's a lot of people that say that, and they're going, well, is it really theirs if you get it from somebody who's overseas? No, we're talking about like here on the premises, like in United States of America, like there's a difference between getting it from somebody who's making it on your behalf to make like the same in-house. This is created here. So it's a big reason why we can do the values we do, but at the same time, you got to remember that gold band, just the basic gold band in the back should be $2,000. It's kind of like your starting point for any jewelry at this point, if it's in gold. So you get all the extras, the 241, the bigger diamonds. Let's take a last look at it. Let's more importantly give it 2 minutes. So then we'll be done and we can show you the new earrings coming up. After this, we're going to bring this out. Obviously, 2 minutes left to go in the auction to determine the winner. And then we will bring out the incredible deal of the day, which is a diamond drop earring. Oh, yeah. And they're really good. And I know you're not going to like them. You're not going to love them. I think we're going to be on an obsessed level. I think it's going to be full all-out obsession with these diamond drop earrings coming up. But they're drops that you can wear every day. It's not like, because not all of us wear a stud every day. Some of us like a little length, a little movement, a little bit of elongation. You're going to get that with this new earring that we're debuting, and it's only here today because obviously we have a limited quantity. So we're going to show those as soon as our clock ends up at 0. Does anybody else want to give Philip a run for his money here? Because we have now like 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. I'm going to try it on again because I think this is a very important visual. And this is really, really what it's all about. And if one day you want to add a wonder ring, go for it. Double row, single row, chevron style, scallop style. If you feel like you need to dress it up on one day, you've got the wonder rings to do it, I'm sure. If you want to wear it all on its own like that, perfect, it's ready to go. But now is the time, 45 seconds remaining. You got to dial in before that clock hits 0 if you want a chance to bid. What are we looking for? 10-10 at this point? Is anybody else want to bid? Or are we just going to give it away and send it to North Carolina? 30 seconds left. Not what I expected. 20 seconds remaining. Anybody else on this one? It's almost earring time. We got a minute left to go. How are we doing on this one? Let me go out in the phone bank and see what's happening out here. Anybody want to bid? Nobody else? Philip? Looks good. Do you want to bid? 10-10? Yes, no? That's sold. Congratulations. Well done there. All right. I'm a little early, but we're going to set them up because they're amazing. And we're going to bring them on in. Here they come. Wowza. Here we go. This is what you call a good old-fashioned TVON moment. This is the moment. There is the most wild, these earrings are everything. They are just so fantastic. I've been doing some research on these all afternoon because although not a lot of people do marquise cuts, and it's really going to be tough to focus in on both of them at the same time because, you know, the camera only focuses on one thing at a time. But look how stunning these are. Now, we just had one ring. I'm going to zoom back. It's a longer earring. It's an inch and drop. And I have the yellow gold to show you as well. And you can even get rose gold if you want to. But this is kind of remarkable. And what we're showing you here is a new style for us. It's 112-9217. I'm going to show you the yellow gold here as well. We just debuted, and gosh, I think it was this weekend. We had some really important hoops. And they were really stunning because they had bigger round brilliants. Look at how gorgeous these are from a distance. Oh, it's, for me, the way they look, forget about the up close because obviously that's not where they're going to be. They're going to be on your ear. And it has this sleek mirror finishing. Look at this. The lever back into this bar of mirror finish gold, into your elongated, what just, you can't even tell what it is. You can't tell. Is it an oval? Is it a pear shape? It's the way they're set. It's actually a rare marquise cut diamond, a very wasteful cut, which is why, if you've ever noticed, why do marquise cuts go for so much more money than everything else? It's because it's such a wasteful cut. Elongation, the points top and bottom. Here's the deal. You're getting a 1-inch drop on the earring. I've got the yellow gold here. You can really see that backdrop. Look at how mirror finished and sleek they are. This O-ring right there at the midpoint, that's going to allow them to have some movement to them. And there are huge individual diamonds here. 61 points minimum. It means you're getting at least a 30-pointer, really 30 and a half at least. They go up to a third of a carat and more. We're just going with the minimum, which you're looking at here. White and yellow gold. I'm going to show them to you on, but I want to show you again up close in the white gold. Here's the yellow gold. I'm going to try on the yellow gold just because that's what I'm wearing. And we've got 61 points in diamonds. They are larger stones. Remember, we had to zoom way back to get these earrings because the length is an inch. And then you have all that mirror finishing, which just looks so fantastic when you see them on. And yet, for those that I said diamond drop earring at the beginning of the show, and I'm sure a lot of people got a little panicked, like, oh, well, that's not going to be for me. I don't wear a diamond drop earring. That sounds like something I'd wear to the wedding or when I'm the mother of the bride. But I'm just going to the grocery store and, you know, heading out and running errands and hanging out with my family and friends. I don't need a diamond drop earring. Look at how beautiful and how wearable those diamond drop earrings are. That's what's important to remember, is this is meant to be a style. At this point, I don't make a lot of pieces that are going to be just for, one person out there in the world. I want to make something that's going to have a mass appeal to as many shoppers as possible. And for those of us that already have studs and hoops, I say this all the time, you got to have, a woman with an earring wardrobe has to have at least 3 styles. You have to have a diamond stud, you have to have a hoop of some kind, and you have to have a drop. It just gives you a totally different feel and a totally different look than everything else out there. And you get the mirror finishing, that is a huge diamond. I'm not a small person, I'm almost 6 feet tall. This is a long and very large earring. That's not a speck of a stone. You're getting almost 1/3 of a carat per diamond earring. Let's go back to the wheel. Let's show you what they look like in the white gold, yellow gold. I don't have a rose gold because I don't think a lot of people are going to choose that, but it's here if you want it. Let's say you're only a rose gold lover. You can enjoy it too, but you're going to make that choice. I wouldn't be totally surprised if we have a couple people taking one of each because they want to mix and match, because the gold is supposed to have a presence here. It's not just about the diamond. You're supposed to see the gold exposed. You're supposed to get a lot of look from that mirror finishing, which is so lovely. And it's a special that is tonight because guess what? We have so few. Obviously, marquise cut diamonds, very, very tough to do. You get this specialty look. You get this larger size. Again, this is all based on the fact that there's a value here that we have never secured before. I need you on the phone lines very quickly. There's a reason it's Wednesday. We have to strategically plan when specials like this come out to play, simply because we don't have, there are some times when I have 100 of an item. Those have to be on the weekends when we have a lot of viewership. And then we've got more limited items, which have to be on these weeknights when there aren't simply as many people watching. That's when we have to, because I don't want to disappoint people. I never want to sell out of things, and we have people on the phone lines that are absolutely furious that they didn't get it. So we really do tailor that. So chances are, when you see something on a Wednesday night, if it is a big special, it is a more limited special. That's exactly what this is. I would love your calls. We had so much popularity to those great earrings. We had the hoops with the round. The round was the same size. Well, the rounds, they sold out in the hoop earrings. So many of you got them, love them, and already are busy receiving them. This is where we've got the drop. And now we get to bring you, again, I think if you got the hoops, you need the drops as well. I think if you got our yellow diamond studs over the weekend, I think you need the drops now in addition, because then you've got your studs, your hoops, your drops. You have to have one in each of the 3 main categories in styling, because it's what allows you to look different every day, get something unique and special, and get a better value than ever. This whole deal right now, $3,299. It's fair. It makes sense. You shop big diamonds. I was doing that comparison today. I want to finish that thought because I was doing some comparison today on some diamonds. Now, they didn't have marquise cuts, but they did have ovals. That was the closest I could find, were some ovals out in retail. They were 1/3 of a carat, so 33 points, which is essentially what most of you are getting here. We just have at least 30.5. So most of you are getting 1/3 of a carat. And they were not VS, the ones that I'm, comparing it to in retail. They were ovals, and they were SI stones, which they were from a very nice designer. SI is a very good quality of diamond everywhere else in the world. That's about as top notch as you're going to get outside in the real world is an SI stone. And those ovals, 1/3 of a carat, 33 points each, 66 points total. And by the way, they were in gold too, but there was only a white gold option. There was no yellow, no rose gold option. So I think that limits, that's something that I know lately we've seen a lot of yellow gold lovers out there taking advantage of our options in ideas like this. So that's really nice that we give you those options. But here's the problem. The closest retail comparable price tag on a 33-point oval, not as exotic as the marquise, they were $13,600. That is already, you can see we're saving about $10,000 off that. That is for an SI stone though, and that's where the big divide happens. I would not have you buy an SI stone. Not in an earring like this where you want the diamond to be, it makes a difference, and I'm going to tell you why. SI can be still very nice. They can still be eye clean sometimes, but the problem is that microscopic inclusion that's going to be present in that SI stone is going to really inhibit the sparkle. It's going to take away from any possibility of brilliance, which is why we want diamonds in the first place. We love diamonds because of their brilliance. We want diamonds because they go with everything. They give us flash and fire and beauty and brilliance. That's what this VS material is going to give you that SI simply can't. And this is not $3,000. I've only got a few pairs to go around. We need you on the phone lines because you're going to love them. Even with more gold, even with a more exotic cut than I'm comparing it to the hoops that I had just a few days ago that had the same size stone in a round, easier to get around than a marquise. They had less gold because they were shorter. They were not 1 inch, they were a half. And this is not $3,000, not $2,000, or even $1,999. I'm trying to make this value as affordable as possible, realizing we are coming off a sale. So this is my big loss leader of the day. It's our only new item of the show today. So I'm really making sure we can do something outstanding. Absolutely specialty, unique and designer and different, and yet an upgrade from what you even find for $13,000 plus. You can do the same search. Type in .66 diamond drop earrings. I'm not going to tell you the names. I don't mean to, I don't certainly won't want to disparage any designers that are doing their best, but I will tell you this. We got the better quality, the more exotic stones, the VS material, and they're not even going to be $1,000. Now we're on a different level of value. $999 for the pair of earrings that you're seeing here in solid gold. 1 pair gone, 2 pairs gone, yellow gold, and another yellow gold. So yellow gold is really going quickly here. Here's what I'm going to do instead of, please, if you will, please, please, please. I don't want anyone shopping them quite yet. We are still getting busy on the phone lines. We have more calls coming in right now. I am not going to do $999. I would love, if you're not sure yet, 3, 4 pairs now. So this is it, guys. I think you see, you are the smartest shoppers out there. There is no way that I can hide a value from you. And when a value is that good, you're going to see it, you're going to know it, and you're going to capitalize on it. What I'm going to do is take it even lower because I don't want to leave one behind, and we're going to do this as a one-day only thing. They don't come back. They're not here tomorrow. They're not here in the evening after we go off the air at 8 o'clock. This is it. They're not $9.99, and we are busy. We're getting busier. Guys, it looks like we're going to sell them out here at $9.99. But I'm not going to charge anybody $9.99. Even those folks and those gals out there and those guys who have already said sold and they've already claimed theirs, reserved theirs, and got theirs, they're not paying $9.99 either. You're getting a better value. And all I can say is, well, with this few that we have to go around, we're probably more than halfway through already, just with the volume of calls, and I'm not to my lowest price, and there's a delay in this show by minutes. So you got to believe that if that many callers are dialing in now, they loved it at $19.99. Now it's half that, and I'll go lower. It's not $9.99. Take a look at this, and you will adore these earrings. And if you don't have anything like it, you deserve the opportunity. And I always say the reason why we don't already have a drop earring with a big diamond is because there's so much money out in the real world. They're so expensive. It's by far more expensive than the studs and the hoops you buy. And yet here it is. It's your moment. It's your deal. It's your day. And only the people that are here with us on Wednesday night are going to ever know this happened and existed. And we've already got now, okay, we're almost sold out. I have 3 pairs left right now. And I will not leave them at $9.99. Do you know that every other salesperson in the world, I don't care if they're selling cars, I don't care if they're selling jewelry, I don't care if they're selling vacuums or food or whatever. If you got somebody that says, I'm taking them, and you've got them this popular at $9.99, you're going to leave it. You're just going to leave it and go, hey, I did my best. Look at that. They love it. I'm doing better. It's my policy. If you see my face up here, that's what I'm doing. I give you the best price possible. I know we can sell them out at $9.99. I've been doing this a long time. We're going to sell every single pair at $9.99. I'm not asking for $9.99. And we are busy. If you're waiting on hold, please do not hang up. We don't have enough operators to handle this call volume. We just don't. They don't give me a lot of operators on Wednesday night. So you're going to have to wait about 30 seconds on the phone lines. But it's worth it. You've got a lifetime of wearing gorgeous, big diamond drops in fancy cuts. You're going to adore them, and you're going to love me too because I'm giving you a better price than even $9.99. How about $888? You want to go lower? Let's go lower. I'm going to sell these out. And operators, please, if you're getting more than one, I'm counting y'all in for one. I can just see how many are on the phone lines. I'm counting you for one. If you're getting more than one, let me know because I would not be surprised. We're in September. It's like you got to start thinking about holiday shopping. If you want to get something, an amazing value in fine jewelry, you shop now. But they're not $888, $849, $800. We're going even lower. I'm taking these all the way down, and you need to be on the phone lines. I can probably take 2 more of you. That's it. 2 more people get the earrings. That's all I've got. And then they're sold out for good. And you're going to be kicking yourself. Remember, there's a money-back guarantee. So if you get those home and you're not absolutely floored, if you're not calling me back saying, please get me another pair, then you send them back. You send them back. If that's not the best value in diamonds I've ever treated you to, you send them back. It's no big deal. put them in a box, put our name on it, and send them back. But this is not going to be something we can ever offer again. So if you miss the boat tonight, you're on the diamond dock forever, just waving out to sea. What could have been. Let's make them better than even $888 a pair. They're not going to be. They're not $850. They're not $800. Let's blow them out. $799. That's it. And we're already, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, we're so close to sellout. I wish I had more. They're Marquise luxury cuts. They're VS diamonds, for goodness sakes. This is the top, and they're an inch in length. They're an inch in the drop, so it's something everybody can wear. And let me tell you, if you're not somebody who normally wears a drop earring, if you don't wear a drop or don't think you can, try this style. The lever back makes it easy. The 1-inch drop is very wearable for all. Yes. Question? Did you have a question, Andy? What's up? You need to see him again? On the ear again, of course. Here we go. So I've got the yellow gold. I'm going to show them on again. This is where, okay, get ready for those foam lines to go berserk again, because they're so much prettier on than they ever will be sitting on a wheel sideways. That's true, right? They're so much better on. Joanne, did you get a pair? You've had 2 pairs. All right, so 2 pairs going out over there. Thank you for letting me know. So this is what they look like on, and I like to just jog them back a little bit so that they sit perfectly, so you can see what they're all about on the ear here. Look how fabulous. They're so gorgeous, and they really are. That all mirror finish shine you get from the top to the diamond. Then the diamond is just electrified. Look at that marquise, although it kind of looks like a big oval, doesn't it? And they are so limited. We are already last call. I've got to give them 60 seconds, then they're going to be done and gone. Your last chance, your last call, your last moment to get them is now. White, yellow, rose, you need to get these. If you don't love them, you send them back to me. It is not a big deal, everybody. You just send them on back. It's okay. You're just going to love them like you would never imagine that you would love something that only costs you $7.99, something that can give you so much. I'm talking about forever, timeless style and joy. That's what they give you. They are so good. And $799 a pair, that's our big debut of the day today. That is the night's debut right there. And they're gorgeous. Let's go back up close as well. Taking a look. I was trying the yellow gold on for you. You can get the yellow, the white, or the rose. Remember, all 3 gold colors are available. And the 1-inch makes them really easy. They're 1 inch in the drop. So this is for my non-drop earring girls. This is the drop for even the gals who say to me, no, I can't do a drop. Then I convert you. I will, because how many emails and notes and letters, handwritten letters have I gotten through the years here at TVON that say, I never wore this until she convinced me I should try them because I had nothing to lose. So I tried them and now I'm obsessed. Whether it's with a stone, whether it's with a style, whether it's with an earring drop like this. I think there's a lot of gals out there that go, I don't wear a drop. I'm a stud girl, I'm a hoop girl. That's okay, but you need to have a little bit of versatility for those times when you want to look different. If you're wearing a stud earring every day, trust me when I tell you, you walk into that special event or to that boardroom meeting or that great afternoon out where you're going out to tea with the girls and you want to have just a little extra special sass going on. You put on something, it's the different things. Do you ever show up, like I know we all get stuck in ruts, right? We all like what we like and we do the same things every day and we wear the same thing. But then, have you ever noticed you try just one little change? Maybe it can be a little bit different makeup, maybe it's a little different hairstyle, maybe it's a different haircut, maybe it's a different style of jewelry because the other things are scary, right? Makeup's scary and hair's scary and you never want to mess it up. So like maybe that's not your comfort zone. Well, how easy is it to try a different style of earring that's luxury gold and gorgeous glamorous diamonds? And it's amazing how you're going to walk into that same group of family or friends or whomever it may be, or maybe it's just the workplace. Maybe they're not family or friends. They're somewhere in between. The people we work with, if you work as much as I do, they become like your family and your friends. But it's like, again, it's like the separate like work family, right? You make one little adjustment and all of a sudden you're getting compliments all day. You're feeling all good about yourself. You're walking a little bit, shoulders back, head high, chin up, right? Because you're feeling a little bit more special because everyone's recognizing, oh, look, she's got something new going on. There's a special drop earring. Oh, look, and she's got new diamonds on. There is something special. And yet, when the whole world is going lab grown, we're not ready yet. We're not telling you to go that route yet. When we've got values like this, $7.99 for huge, almost 1/3 of a carat diamonds, you don't need to. You're going VS, you're getting top quality, you're getting beautiful and solid gold with all the workmanship and the gold and the maneuvering that mountings like that require, and you're still spending so little. So who else has got a pair? Thank you. 2 more over here. So Barbara just took 2 pairs. Thank you so much. We just had Michelle take a pair as well. Donna's getting a pair also. Thank you, Donna. Enjoy. And this is where you shop every little bit. And we'll give it a last final 60 seconds. And then they're going to be gone. And white, yellow, rose. And I'll tell you, we had some rose gold go out as well. Nice to have. And some of you, I noticed we're getting a white and a yellow. Some of you that got 2 pairs, getting both colors of gold, the 2 classics there. That's not a bad idea. Perhaps just making sure you've got the wardrobe covered. For those of you that wear different gold colors on different days. Nice way to do it. Don't forget, we've still got pink sapphire, Mandarin garnet, anything you need. I'm taking requests. Don't feel like you can't call us and say what you'd like to see. Of course, we'd love that. So if there's anything we can go find for you, anything you'd like us to bring out, happy to do that with us. We only have about an hour left to go in the show, so we'd love to hear from you. There's some very important museum level pieces here. I hope you're not intimidated by the big pieces as well, because we've got some to show you, like this beautiful Paraíba, bright clean, over 2 carats. This massive Alexandrite is a carat 25. It's got a lot of those purples coming through. It's like the stone is a little more purple than it is blue-green. That one's all GIA certified, as a matter of fact. And we do have a sapphire pendant that's coming out to play. Great birthstone moment for our September kids out there. And then we do have that large Tanzanite. So that top of the hour is going to be win this round. Now, I know you're thinking the same thing I did probably. I saw that over the weekend. That was a 10 carat. This is the same, except the stone is weighing a 7 carat 18. I got to polish it up for you. So that's our round stone. That'll be coming up. Have a really good pair of pink sapphire earrings. They are luxe. Very, very generous in size. And our sapphire piece. Now we do have a Savarite. This is going to be our big Savarite. 2 carats 87. The size here is big. Now that's a luxury Savarite. And the item number is 1128772. Keep calling on the earrings and we'll have a pair for you, I hope. Here we go with the platinum setting. 287 cushion cut square. Savarite garnet. Great color, 53 points in diamonds. How about some tapered baguettes? How about some round brilliants? All in the mix here, and a big old discount from $99.99. So we got some garnets here. We got Mandarin garnet drop earrings as well, if that's something that floats your boat. We've got beautiful zircon. I've got a big discount on a huge zircon too. We'll show that as well. But only about 10 minutes to go till that round Tanzanite comes out to play. And don't forget about requests in our last hour of a Wednesday. We'd love to hear what you're looking for, because maybe I haven't shown you the perfect piece yet. I'm more than happy to do so. So whatever it is you'd like to see, give us a call. We'll help you out. Or if there are pieces you're considering from earlier in the show, like maybe the lavender star sapphire, you know that's going to go before the show is over. The beautiful round blue wing, still here. We have that great sapphire. It was that cashmere color blue, but let's talk a little bit about this 287. Diamond weight is 53. So keeps the diamonds on the simple side, makes it all about that luxury stone. And look at that, coming in close, seeing that gorgeous color and clarity all playing together, and a platinum setting. This is what it looks like on. Now these platinum pieces tend to be a bit on the small size. So we'll see if I can get this one on the hand for you, and it will never come off now, because I did and I shouldn't have, because 4.5 is not what I wear. But there it is. That, it's too stunning not to see from a distance. Look at the colors coming through. This is what Savarites don't do. This is why I refuse to show most Savarites. 99% of Savarites I refuse to put on TV. They're not good enough. They're more like radio Savarites, you know, when they say they got a face for radio. It's more kind of what I think of Savarites sometimes. Some Savarites are like, they're stones for radio. This one, fabulous, superstar. And it's huge. And I've got the responsibility of making the $99.99 ring a whole lot less than $10,000, because $10,000 is going to let it here. It's going to sit here, and it's all going to be like, later I'm going to get that, ooh, I love that Savarite you had, but it was way out of my ballpark. Let's really take into account what we can do here tonight. Need to move some jewelry in 68 minutes to do it. Let's make this better than $5,000, better than $49 or $39.99. You want to see a Savarite sell fast? It's going to happen. This Savarite, ultimate luxury. I know a lot of people go, it's a garnet. We're thinking pyrope garnets. The brown reds that you see out in the Macy's, those are the regular garnets. There's a whole world of exotic garnets. We have them all here. demontoids, Marilani mints, mandarins, Malayas, color change. I could go on and on and on. There's a lot of rare garnets. We have the Tavita blue garnets every now and then. It's just an amazing world of garnet that you don't see everywhere else. Saphirite is up there with those demontoids and those mandarins. The demontoids, the mandarins, and the saphirites really take the top tier. They're the top level. And we've got it's all in the size here. The fact that it's as clean and bright as it is, and almost 3 carats in its size, and it's still here at $4,000, it's okay. I'll bring it down even more for you, and we'll send it out of here, make it $3,499. And that's a one-collar situation set in platinum. And one of our, I mean, I've had saphirites through the years, many of them, some big ones too. And yet a 3 carat is usually in that 13, 14,000. $99.99 was not a bad price. And now you got this one for $34.99. Take it if you love the bright greens. Emeralds are never going to be as clean as that is. That's a great way to go a step even rarer than emeralds. There's a lot of green stones out there. There's a whole world of tourmalines out there. They're all different colors and varieties of green. We have demontoids, as I mentioned, another type of green garnet. We have the Marilani mints, another type, saphirite, really one of those well-known by the collector's circles, and this size is what makes it so rare. Zircon at a blowout price coming up next. It's 112-8614. Let's take a look at a 9 carat beauty. This reminds me of the golden zircon I had at the very, very, very tail end of the sale event on Sunday. And how gorgeous it was and how nobody wanted it. And I bought it, which was exciting. And then here we are with this one that looks exactly like it, only it's a whole lot less money. It's 112-8614, and it is a huge, towering, elongated cushion cut. It's a 9 carat 05, and it actually is, it says it's oval, it's not, it's a cushion, and it's also going to be 27 points in the princess cuts. Notice there are princess and rounds. 2, you'll see that 2 are recessed down the middle. Those are the princess cuts. This might be the better angle to see it right there. See how they're recessed? They're set lower than the rounds. Princess and rounds, it's 27 and 16. So 27, we break it down. We wouldn't, if we were anybody else, we'd just lump it all together. But 27 points of the princess among 4, and they're big sizes, and 16 points in the rounds as well. And now we just need to go ahead and send it out. And that's all I can do. All I can do is give it the best price possible. And we got a new one. It's not $69.99 anymore. Big value here, and yellow gold is how I would recommend it, but you can change it actually. It can be the white or the rose, whatever you prefer. How nice, and to be able to get that with no extra charge, not a penny more, and the gold color change, awfully nice there. And we'll make it down to, well, how about $1,999? Just a gimme. It's a gimme. $19.99. Under $2,000 for a 9 carat exotic. And for what looks for the world like a yellow diamond, because of the double refraction and the saturation, and yet this has got big sheets of color that bounce off of this stone and kind of bounce around inside the stone and then reflect back to the eye. It's kind of what double refraction is about. You've got the light splitting. So when it enters the stone, it splits. And this is why it does all that dazzling effect you see there. That's the double refraction at work. And it's $19.99 for that zircon in the gorgeous golden color. And that's a one only there. So huge discount for that golden zircon. And then we've got a sapphire pendant on the way. Some pink sapphire earrings are here. Big tanzanites. Do you want the 7 carat, or we can go 8 carat? But the 8 carats are really large and really pricey. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to show that round at the top of the hour, which is about 4 minutes away, and we're going to need some requests. Definitely want your requests. Just name it, you've got it. Whatever you want to see, a stone, a style, a category, you can tell me. We'll bring it on out for you happily. We've got a lot of museum pieces here. We can also do some recaps from earlier. Do not forget, we've got several pieces waiting in the wings here for you that are like, again, the aqua we saw, that beautiful heart-shaped green zircon, the round tanzanite. Still got to show this one more time because not everyone's going to want a 7 carat. So reminder that we do have the 4 carat 50. That's the 4.5 carat round. This makes me a little leery about our special coming up at the top of the hour, if that's still here. That one was awesome. So some great values. And again, you just name it, you name your piece, name your price too. And what I mean by that is if you say, I've got $2,000, this is what I want in that $2,000 price range, we can usually accommodate that. Here's another zircon. So just goes to show you. We're going to do a little just, show and tell moment here. This is just kind of what is bragging rights for TVON here, to be able to say, in one show, in a couple hours, I can bring you massive pink zircon in a cushion. I can bring you a heart-shaped 4-carat green that looks for the world like diamantoid. Come on, zoom, get back for me. And then we've got this golden. Here it is. So there are some of the color varieties available in the world of zircon, and all available for you. And it's not just a museum display where you go ooh and ah and okay, great, I can never own one. You can own one. You can make it yours. You can let me know which one of the 3 you like. You can make me an offer right now. Tell me what you want to do. Obviously, we're at $19.99 on the golden. We've got the price on the green. It's $29.99. And then this one, that one's a whole different level. It's a 13.5 carat. And it's that pinky red color. In a bridge, that's just a few examples of the zircon color world that you can get in your collection. So really a rare, rare, rare gem collectible. Obviously, they all have the double refraction. So that's hugely important. And we love to see the different varieties there. So golden, green, and pink. And I think there you can see the commonality. The fact that the double refraction, no matter what the body color of the stone is, the double refraction produces those rainbow-like brilliant colors that we see. So that's my little display of zircons. Here's that lavender. This is just, to me, this is still one of the most high-end of our museum pieces, and just really is worth another look for no other reason than, hey, a lot of you watch the show just for an education, just to learn about gems or see things you've never seen before in gems. This is probably something we've not seen before, a true lavender sapphire with a star. So that means it's unheated. It's also a 3-carat plus, and we set it all in the most lavish 18-carat gold for you as well. So you've got the 18-carat gold, a 3-carat O2, center oval here. It's set up a little higher so you can stack alongside it if you want, split shank as well. And that is just one for the ages here. I thought a value story, definitely. I thought a rarity story, definitely. And I also think that just for really pretty jewelry, because after all, no matter how rare it is, it doesn't matter a thing. It doesn't matter how rare what I show you is. This is the tricky part about jewelry, is I'm also, if it was as simple as showing the world rarity, I would be working as a museum curator. I would be working as a docent at a museum giving tours, which would be so much fun. I've got to say, because you'd meet people from all around the world and you'd watch people's reaction to really lovely things. But what I do is a little more personal than that, because this is, I'm asking you to wear. I'm asking you to put these rare gems on your body and wear them as part of your own personal style. That is asking for a different level. It's not just about educating on a rare stone and what makes it rare and where it comes from. It's about also talking about personal style, which we all have a different one of, don't we? We're all different individual, and what you like, I may not like, and what I like, you may not like, and that's what makes us human beings and what makes the world go round. That's what's so exciting. But I think to that point here, I can spout off the rarity, the uniqueness, the lavender color, the asterism, and what makes that happen, but ultimately, it has to be pretty enough for you to want to wear on your body. And so that 302, as we take a look at it, is, I think, a really classic, beautiful ring as well. So you have a little bit of everything going on. You got the classic nature of the halo and the split style, the bigger stone at 3 carats O2, the prominent color that is so unique and lavender and bright. Watch again, the magic of the star. 1 star, 2 stars, 1 star, 2 stars. And kind of a make it show up and disappear all at the same time. You can do that same experiment at home and watch the magic happen. Watch the phenomena happen. And all of that in 18 karat gold is $2,499. And our top of the hour is coming up next. It's 7 o'clock out here on the West Coast. We want to welcome you to our last hour of our Wednesday night show. Thank you so much. We are the leader in value for fine jewelry the world over. If you are new to TVON, welcome on in. Thank you so much. We have a lot of new shoppers that join us every single evening and daytime. We're here during the days on the weekends and in the evening on the weeknights on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So this is TVON. I'm your host, Lauren Blair, and this is going to be our last hour of this Wednesday. And we are doing some fantastic things with value, which I could not be more proud of or thrilled about. As someone who loves jewelry, listen, I don't think you can do this and talk about jewelry for 3 hours every day if you don't love it. So I love jewelry too, but I also love value even more. And I got to tell you, if jewelry, there's a lot of beautiful jewelry out there that we'll never own because it's not a value. I'm so proud of what we're able to put together for you, even when there's no sale banner up there. This is the value that you love. And I'm going to start right now with something that feels a little bit like an addendum to what we did at the end of our sales show, because it was just this weekend I had a big 10 carat in this mounting. Blue wing block D, museum reserve round, in the same mounting with the big old juicy yellow diamonds. And this, I literally grabbed it today from an inventory area I wasn't supposed to be in. And they said, oh, you can't show that. You already showed that. And I'm going, I sold that ring. Hold on, something's up. And I'm like, yeah, I did sell it. What's going on? Sometimes pieces come back or transactions don't go through and it gets re-released into the inventory. I thought the same thing. I had a 10, what was it, a 1003? 1003, I believe. 1003 round in the same mounting just a couple of days ago. And everybody thought it was the same ring, myself included. And I was kind of curious, what happened? Do we need to re-show it? Well, guess what? I come to look at the information, and 9143, different item number, different stone, looks the same. This round is not a 10 carat, but it looks it. Not a lot of stones can say that. This is a 7 carat 18 stone, and it looks like the 10 carat I had just a couple of days ago. That is what you call a big look payoff. And we've got the ultimate museum level, of course, museum reserve. Take a look at this one. So I'll move my purple sapphire aside, and we're gonna bring out the big old 7 carat 18. I know some of you missed out on the 10 carat over the weekend. I know some of you love that. Look at the yellows. Look at the bright, 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 stunning yellows you get. Item number is 9143, and that is our 718 museum reserve round. And this is our last hour, so if you have any requests whatsoever, or maybe you'd like something seen again, maybe you'd like to recap something you saw earlier in the last 2 hours, go ahead and let me know. We're here to help. This is a live show. We can actually take whatever you want to see, bring it right on out, show you things again. Should we talk about the yellow diamonds, or should we just give those away for free? Well, I can't give anything away for free unless you know what it is. This is a 54-point yellow diamond weight, which means that each stone there is 27 points apiece. And that is as it is, meaning you got to have it in the 2 tones. We'll give you 2 colors of gold in one fabulous ring. So you get your yellow gold, you get your white gold, the white gold for the body of the ring, the yellow gold for the double setting of those yellow diamond pear shapes, framing the stone, facing out, pointing out to the sides, and this is what it looks like on. Completely covers the finger in yummy, yummy, jammy goodness. Look at that. There's no band showing. It's all, seriously guys, you thinking that's the 10 carat. It's not the 10 carat. We all thought the same thing. I had my inventory department barking at me going, you can't show that. I thought the same thing. I thought, what happened? And I have never seen a stone glitter like this. That is round cutting perfection. I would actually say, I think that's given more red than it's given purple and blue. Look at it. It's magnificent. And you know what a lot of people have said through the years, which I just chuckle. I have to chuckle. But I also have to say shame on myself for not correcting folks at home that you know, with social media, everyone can bark about whatever they want, talk about whatever they want. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, that's just what it looks like on TV. Because you've been burned by other places. You know that you saw one thing online on a website, or you saw something on TV under a light box with all this editing and all these, and you thought it looked one way, and you get it at home, and it just is a total deflation moment. You go, my gosh, what did I get myself into? This is, we've all been there. I've been there too. I'm an online shopper only. I've been there. Let me tell you some of our Tanzanites. That's just good to know. It's a little public service announcement. And for anybody who has not experienced blue wing block D yet, the Tanzanite's exactly the opposite. There's a lot of people that believe with fancy lights and fancy TV and, oh, it's fancy, it's going to look so much better on TV than it's ever going to look at home. Let me tell you, the exact opposite is the case with Tanzanite, and here's why. This is a stone called neon. That's not just a descriptor I use like I did in the 90s to describe grip tape on my binder in 7th grade. I'm not talking about that kind of neon. I'm talking about a gemological term that implies that a stone has more capability of showing you more saturation of color in lesser light. So out there counterintuitive, am I right? Seems like more light would show me better color, right? Nuh-uh. Not neon stones. There's a bunch of them. Kunzite, Paraiba, Tanzanite. Those are neon stones where they actually look better in lower light. And any light on this planet, maybe outside the surface of the sun, is going to be a lower light than where I'm standing. And yet, this is a stone. That's why when you see one for the first time at home, you're going to say, oh my goodness, that looks better than it did on TV. And that's the reaction of all of our blue wing block D new ownership. is always that same reaction. How does it look so much better than it even did on TV? So I ask you, and I say all that because as I look at this stone here on a monitor, much like you're looking at home, whether you be watching on a phone or a computer or a tablet or TV, you look at that stone and go, that looks good. That looks really good. I bet you won't look anything like that. It's going to look better. So when you see all that glittering and see what I'm showing you here on the hand, because this is really where it's a little bit darker here because our light's out because it's too hot outside. So look at that. That's what you see, only better. And I say all that with hopes that I'm going to get $12,999 for this ring. It's never going to happen tonight. So I can just sit here and go, it's a great value, and wait for the silence to continue on. Or I can say $12,999 is just simply not good enough. Not for our Wednesday night. And if I have to spend the next 52.5 minutes on it, I'll do it. But I don't think we're going to need it because this is going to be a downright value. Downright best value I can provide you. I may even get it better than the 10 karat, who knows? We got to do something. And those yellow diamonds are 100,000 times more rare than if those were 27-point big fat white diamonds sitting there. Instead, they're a step up, and they're bright vivid yellows, and they look amazing, and they are amazing, and they're natural. They're not treated or enhanced in any way. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do better, and I'm going to put it on the auction block because that's going to really get exciting. We're going to get everybody in and give you the opportunity of a lifetime to own this big Tanzanite and get you a better value. Look at the brilliance it has. This is a stunner, and they do. So, Tracy, I don't know if you heard the last 5 minutes of me spouting off, but she just said, you got to tell people they look better at home. That's kind of what my point was. I hope I made it. I try to be as eloquent and direct and insightful as possible, but that's my whole point. I think she's basically confirming, I'm not up here blowing smoke here. They look better. They look better, they look better, they look better, they look better, they look better at home. They do. So I say all that because, not because it looks like junk, because how in the world, you're not believing me. You're going, that can't look any better than it does. I agree, but it does. Because I've seen it in person. If you've ever owned one, you're all at home going, she right. That girl knows, she's speaking truth. She's speaking the gospel up there because they do look. It's just the point is you can't find a Tanzanite better than this. There's never been a Tanzanite mined from this earth better than what we have here in Museum Reserve Blue Wing Block D. You got to try it, and it's my job to make it so ridiculously affordable that somebody's going to call me and say, I'll take it. That's what I got to do. I got to figure that out because at $13,000, you're going, bye. No, I can't do that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's put it on the auction block. Let's start at $10,000. Let's start it at 75. Let's start at 6,000, 5,000. I don't know what to do because I know this. I know it's Wednesday. I've done a few of them. I know we're coming off a 2.5-month sale event. My job is to somehow show you that it's a better price tonight than it would have been a few days ago on sale. Oh, and by the way, I have this one right here with the sale price on it. And what is that sale price? $4,999 right here. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That would have been $49.99 because I'm putting it on the auction block, so I got to do better. That would have been $4,500 out the door. We're going to do better than that, and I think that's what do we do? The same ring, the same look, sold for that price. Here's what I'm going to do instead. This is your opportunity, and if one thing happens tonight, it's this ring going out the door. I'll be satisfied. Even if not a single piece of jewelry sells the rest of the night, that's okay. As long as this Tanzanite, this round, I'm obsessed with sparkle. So if we've never met, I love sparkle. I love sparkle. If you've ever seen me in real life, you know that there's going to be sparkle probably preceding me. I put sparkle on my car emblems. I put sparkle on my handbags. I like sparkle in every way, shape, and form besides just jewelry. I love sparkle. I'm obsessed with it. There's something about it just makes me happy, just makes me feel alive inside. There is something about the round. The round obviously gives that sparkle to you beyond, and this looks like multicolored glitter inside of this stone somehow, and it will not be $4,999. Better yet, I'm auctioning it so we could do $45,000, or we could even make it even better. $4,000 to start. $4,000. The rounds are extremely premium, extremely high-end. We'll go $4,000 with a $10 increment only. $4,000 to get it started, 60 seconds. That is just, if that's the stone You've been wanting premium, you want a round. If you don't have a round yet, you owe it to yourself to get one. Even if you've got a collection running and you've got an oval and a cushion and a princess and an asher and you've got the pear shapes, and I could go on and on. You need a round. The rounds are going to have a personality unlike any other out there. And we've got no open at $4,000 so far. We've got the 40 seconds of running. And this is the time to get in. Look what that does. And the complement of the yellow diamonds is such a beautiful look because reds go with yellow, blues go with yellow, purples go with yellow, and the Tanzanite itself, it's always a debate. Do I get the yellow? Do I get the white gold? I get that question so often. Which color gold should I set it in? You don't have to make that choice because you have both colors in this one ring, and look at that dazzle. And the perfect size, because I know 7 carats is a big size, but look, it's not overwhelming my finger. It's not too big. This one's a little bit too big a ring size, which is why it's kind of doing this. It's falling. But if I show it to you right where you wear your ring, you usually wear it right up here. And look at how that looks. I'll hold it real steady right there for you. Look how that looks. Just perfect the way it balances across. We don't have 4,000. This is crazy. I can move along. We got a blue sapphire pendant. My 8-carat Tanzanite does not have yellow diamonds, but that's going to be a little bit more money. That's going to be a no-hope situation. That's the one they gave me at the beginning of the show, and it was like 900 carat. I went, no, thanks. This is why I went searching for something else. And I came up with this one, and I went, okay, this is the, and again, looks like a 10-carat isn't. You're not paying for a 10-carat. Let's go. I can't give up. I've invested too much time into it, and I believe in this stone wholeheartedly. Maybe it's just because it looks, maybe because I have the benefit of seeing it in person. I know how good it looks. If it doesn't look good on TV, it's probably your TV. It might be time to upgrade the TV, or at least tweak the settings a little bit, because this stone, I've sold literally tens of thousands of just blue wings. Lots of Tanzanite in my career. But for the last 6.5, 7 years, it's been all about the blue wing block Ds, and yet it takes a lot to get me this enthused. When I've been selling them for every day for 7 years, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of importance to that stone to get me all revved up like this, because otherwise it's like, here's another blue wing, here's another blue wing. Aren't they amazing? They're the best. Of course, that's all a fact. But we got to get this one home. And if 4,000 doesn't do it, how about 39? How about 38? Does it matter at this point? 37? I mean, there comes a point where you just have to kind of throw it out there and see what happens, because it's either nobody's seeing it, or it's going to just be a matter of time before somebody says, this value is just too good. I'm picking up the phone, I'm dialing in, what do I have to lose? You have a money back guarantee. You can send it back to me and get your money back. So it's not a big deal. It's just one of those, I hate the thought of you missing out on, especially when we're just so limited with what we have left. How about $3,600? Oh, come on in. Yellow diamonds are worth more. We're at a yellow diamond price tag. I was downtown on Monday, my gosh. Now, downtown was hopping on Monday because it was Labor Day, so there was a lot going on. Everyone had the day off, and the jewelry district was bustling, and it was packed. Well, yellow diamonds loose are more than this. How about 3,600? Okay, you've worn me down. You've beat me down. It's time to let this one go. Let's make it, this is my last and final offer. I got $3,500 to go. $3,500 with 60 seconds to get it started. Best value ever. If you hear me say one thing, tonight it is about, let me just have a seat here, cross my legs and just get comfortable. If you hear me say one thing, it's that you should be in on this round. This round is stunning. It is epic. It gives you the brilliance that no other has, and we got to be verifying. Okay, I'm not sitting. But it is a nice little leg workout and a little balance challenge here. So let's see if we've got the open. How about 60 seconds? Let's go. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Just giveaway time is here. Got to move something. I choose it to be this ring. I'd like it to be that ring. I'd like that ring to go out to somebody's house tomorrow. Now, obviously, you can't change the gold color, so all we need to know is your size. It's got yellow and it's got white. So we just need to know your ring size. We have 40 seconds ticking down. I heard a phone ring, so I don't know. We'll see what's going on. But I know one thing. We're not leaving it here. In a $10 increment, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter until we get the open. And what an upgrade to get yellow diamonds on the side and around. Do you know rounds have like a 65 to 70% premium? meaning you could have a 718 oval and it would be so much less money. The round it gets the premium price tag, or at least it's supposed to, not here. We've got the upgrade on the yellow diamonds, they're free. I went ahead and did something I shouldn't have done. I wanted to make sure that we were not, you know, this is something I know I've had some record-setting price tags before. I wanted to make sure that we were less than everybody else. So I did the math, because the calculation I couldn't do in my head exactly, and I realized we're at, if the gold is free, there's at least $2,000 worth of gold. If the yellow diamonds are free, which those are huge yellow diamonds, they should be about $1,500 a piece wholesale. If all that's free, so you've got 2,000, 15, and 15, that's, okay, so we have $5,000. $5,000 in everything that is not the Tanzanite. If that is all free, you've got, and I didn't mention the labor, so let's just consider if the labor's free. All of that Tanzanite right now is basically, well, it's a round and it's glittering and it's museum reserve and it's better than anybody else has, and it's at $487 a carat. And I don't know of anyone who does $487 a carat on anything that's decent in Tanzanite. Do you? I do not. And I'm not talking about little accents of white diamonds. I'm not talking about plated metals. I'm talking about here, huge yellow diamonds, solid gold, and we're at 35. Do we have the open at 35? We've got it. Who is it there? We'll find out. Okay. Myrna, I think it was. Myrna, we have $3,500. We're going to give it the last 2 minutes and say bye-bye. It's 2 minutes till it goes. So it will not be here tomorrow or later tonight. It's going now. So let's take a look at it one more time. We've got a 2-minute clock winding down. Oh my goodness, 480. Okay. So when you're out there spending, and for those, if you know somebody, friends, don't let friends spend too much on fine jewelry. Now, a lot of you tell me point blank, and you're honest. You go, I don't want to tell my friends because I don't need them to know my secret to fine jewelry. And that's fine. That's your prerogative. But some of you have shared with friends and family your secret to getting in great values. If you know somebody who is spending $500, $600, $700, $800, whatever it is, if they're spending anything more than $480 some a carat for low quality Tanzanite, they deserve to know about this moment when you're getting everything as premium as you can get right now, and huge yellow diamonds on the side for free, and a round. So this is not an oval, it's the round that is dazzling. We have now 70 seconds to get you in, and you need to be dialing. You need to be dialing right now. 3,500, and my goodness, we've got the last hour here of the show. This is it. This will not come back because it's going out in auction, and it's go time. It is now, I mean, look at it on the hand. Honestly, it's just got to be on the hand. That is still the best step to give you an indicator of what it's going to look like in person. This is as close as I can come. Again, we're doing this show without a main light today. I apologize for that. But again, look at how beautiful that is. In this sense, it's going to really help this Tanzanite. Look what that does, the glittering factor this has. The pure reds coming through. Blues, purples, sure, they're there. It's the reds that are the most striking here and the most unusual. And don't let somebody tell you. I love when I see other people saying, look at the red flash. There's no red flash. You see people talk, just because someone talks about it doesn't mean it's there. Use your own common sense and knowledge. If someone's telling you it's red flash and you don't see any red flash, then it probably doesn't have it. We all know colors. We all know. You see it now. This is what red flash is all about. This is it at its highest level. We have seconds remaining to go. Does anyone want to give a challenge here to our $3,500 open? Do we have 3510 or more? Or something, or anything, or what have you. That's it? Whew. You guys have beaten battered me today, but that's what you do. All right. And let me remind you of the round we had earlier, because if somebody is out there saying, I'd love it to be a little smaller, this one is sold. Congratulations. I do have a 4 carat. It was here about an hour ago. Let me show it to you. Here's the 4 carat and a half. So that's the 4.5 carat still glittering with the white diamonds. And just a reminder, this is a 1 only, and that is 112-8623. And that round is 4.5 carats with a carat of 1 in diamonds. And that is only $24.99 if you'd like to get that one. It was here earlier, so there's a lot of people already thinking about it. Probably wanted to wait and see the other round to decide. This is $2,499 for that round right there. Similar look, 4.5 carats in size, and still a lot of diamond weight with a carat 01. And that's my show. We got a sapphire piece coming up. This one's going on the hand. It really is, it's an interesting band. It comes a little wider, it gets wider and wider and wider as you go towards the top there. Notice the bigger diamonds east and west. Those are huge round brilliants. They actually do a little graduated style as well. They start a little more narrow and they get larger as they work their way up to the sides where they meet that wider bit of the band. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. And yes, questions, let me know. Someone's got to get that for $24.99. You can really see how it gives you that across the finger fill-up vibe. Very nice. All right, so that's a good one, $24.99. So we'll have to explain to me why that's here. That is one from a trio earlier. We had some 4 and 4.5 caraters. Still have a 424 square cushion as well. If you're interested in the 424 square cushion, this is my only round. We still have our Lavender Star Sapphire. It's a beauty. We're going to do a Mandarin garnet. I do have those pink sapphire earrings I want to show you because they are divine. New and fabulous, and hot pinks as well. Those are coming up. Oh, heart-shaped halo, trillion cut center. Very nice. And our last call on the show, we have 35 minutes left to go. Oh, we have a new shopper over here asking, how do I return something if I need to? You simply get 2 weeks, try it on, wear it, take it to your jeweler, get a replacement value if you want to. You can do all that or not do all that. You can just see if you like it or not. You send it on back to us. With the tag still attached, there'll be a little tag attached to it so that we know, because obviously we wouldn't want, you know, it making its way around the world and getting all, you know, worn by a million people and then returned to us. Just make sure that, you know, the tag is still attached and then you send it right on back to us. Get a full refund or house credit, whatever you like. But that's a really important Tanzanite there. $24.99, we'll see who's got it. That one should be going. All right, no one on that one yet. Let's get to our pink sapphire trillion cut earrings. These are the hot pinks too. Very tough to find in a pink sapphire world. They do look a little bit like a heart shape, and that is because the halo is indeed a heart shape. It's rare to see us do pink sapphires, although we did have a more pinky purple earlier today in an Asher cut, but this is really true pink. No purple here, but it is a hot pink, so it's a highly saturated pop of vibrant pink to it. It's item number 1129212. It's also a carat 57 total weight in trillions. 33 points in diamonds, and we have a pair. So I'll just do my best to discount them here for you. And then we'll take requests hopefully for the end of the night here. We have 35 minutes left. We'd love to hear what you're looking for. Still have that round Tanzanite and a lot of recaps to come because as usual at this time of night, this is when a lot of people start to tune in, which is unfortunately the very end of our show. So we'll do some recaps and we'll see everything else from the previous 2.5 hours go out as well. So that's what tends to happen on these weeknights, okay? So we've got our carat 57. They are in the white gold. You don't have to leave them that way. Got an option to change out that gold color if you like. I'm going to show them to you from a distance away. The post is at the center top underneath the cleft of the heart halo. So that's what that's going to look like from a distance away. Here's your measurement that it's going to give you as well. It's about 3/8 of an inch top to bottom, and then I'll pop one on the ear for you. They're going to come with a nice oversized butterfly backing. This is what they look like from a distance for you, just to give you a size reference there. They are quite the lobe filler. They definitely have a nice presence to them. On the ear, they definitely feel like that larger button style earring, but still no drop. They are meant to be a close to the ear set style, and we'll show them up close. And again, you are choosing your gold color, which is lovely, and they will be less than $39.99. Huge value here. Let's take them on down. First caller gets them for $1,299 on the pink sapphires, hot pinks, trillion cuts, and heart halo. All around those studs. Still with a stud though, and if anybody wants the 4.5 carat round, let me know who's got that one. That's very, very important to take advantage of, and we'll help you out there. So last call on our show, we have about 35 minutes to go. I'm going to go ahead and grab, no requests have come in tonight. So what I'm going to do is grab a box of new jewelry to sift through and see if we can find anything really exciting to share with you that you might like. And then we will get to hopefully also some previews of what's coming this week. And we have some very exciting things happening this week. Don't forget about those drop earrings we brought you with the larger diamonds. I do want to show this yellow diamond spray ring. mounting. This is really beautiful with yellow diamonds. A very affordable way to get yellow diamonds in your collection. We only have one. It's going to be 112-7317. That is 14 points in yellow diamonds. We'll do some rapid discounts here just to show you as much as we can from tomorrow's show. Just as many pieces as we possibly can here. And we do have this one going out right now. 14 points, yellow diamonds, white and yellow gold, you can see. So this time around, it's not one big yellow diamond. It's a lot of smaller pave. Instead, so it looks lovely. It's great on the hand because it almost looks as if your band is kind of woven through this beautiful wreath-like floral of yellow diamonds. You see it there. It's not sharp. I know it's looking that way, but it's not going to hurt. It's not sharp. I'm just really kind of giving it a nice little, feel there so that you know it's just got that beautiful, almost like spray of material. It's like almost like a firework meets a floral, I would say. And it's going to be only $777. First caller on that one. So $777 for our yellow diamond ring here with the white gold running through it. Also have a really rare rhodochrosite in a necklace. They say pendant, it's priced like a pendant. It's actually a full necklace. So we'll show that before we get going here. And of course, our last half hour is upon us. So any questions or requests you have, anything you're looking for from earlier in the show, do let us know so we can help you out and find those perfect pieces that you might be wanting to see on the air here. We'll be happy to do that for you. There are also golden pearl earrings and pink diamond earrings and a gorgeous Paraíba. There's a really affordable green Paraíba. If you're looking for one, we have a double blue sapphire floral that's elongated, a nice big ruby and a signature mounting. We've got a great looking Scapolite. You don't see Scapolite every day. We have a Scapolite in a cat's eye. We've got even, look at this. I want to show you something cool. This is just fun to show you sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to see how stones can differ. I've got the same stone here, but look at the varieties. That is the same stone as that, sort of. One's a cat's eye version, but look at the difference. You would never think they were related. They're both Scapolites. One happens to be a radiant cut purple faceted stone. The other is a cabochon cat's eye that has this really, I honestly can say that I don't know of any other gem that gives like a burgundy color like that. Look at it. It's like a deep burgundy wine. One of the hottest colors going forward, by the way. I mean, it's fall. So yeah, show me a fall season when burgundy wasn't of the moment. It's every fall. It's like when people say, oh, look, plaid's in for fall, or oh, leather's in for, of course, there are certain things we expect in fall. Plaids, leathers, we want to see browns and burgundies, and yet you just don't see it in the natural gem world all that often. Well, here it is. So cat's eye Scapolite on the right. That's a fun one, don't you think? It's a collectible. Let me know if you're interested in either of those. I would have to see. Let me see. A couple questions here that I'm getting in. Thank you for those. First of all, we would have to double check. Joanne, can we double check and make sure? We have somebody who would really want the green zircon if it could be done in yellow gold. I don't see a reason why it couldn't, and I'm wondering if that's like a holdover from the sale or something. I would think that can, because I know we have that mounting. So I don't know. We'll double check. So for our requester on YouTube, let me see if we can do that green zircon in yellow gold. The other question is, do we have any demontoids in yellow gold? I'll have to check on that too. Now that may be a request that's negated if we can do this green zircon in yellow gold, which I would imagine we could. So let me see. It says white gold only, but we'll double check on that for you. Okay, we can. That's what I figured. Okay, so the question, and I don't have a name here, so again, screen names are hard to interpret. So for our YouTube requester, Tony was kind enough to send me your question. We can do the green zircon in the yellow gold. So 1128219. Okay, so let me move the Scapolites aside and we'll show this again. We'll get this at home. It's 1128219. This is one that, to me, I was pointing out the similarities visually to a demontoid stone. And it's going to be our 402 from earlier, carat 35 in the diamonds, which are incredible. And yes, that same stone, we do have that yellow gold mounting. So we could put that in the yellow gold for you, no problem, if you would prefer it. So yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. I got this one all the way down, though, to $29.99, and there it is close up. So the answer, yes, we can change it up for you if you'd like to, and be able to do that for you for a yellow gold, rose gold option, and in your ring size, of course, and still for that incredible $29.99 price tag. So a big moment there. Okay, and don't forget about the yellow diamond for $777. It's a rare word saying a yellow diamond ring for $777. Also have a sapphire pendant coming up for the month of September. We're going to show you a sapphire that's fabulous. So let me know, and then if you need a demontoid in yellow gold, we can show you one. But I think that that's a really fine idea there to just get the zircon instead, because I'm never going to have a 4-carat demontoid for $3,000. That is for sure. So if you'd like to get that one, you may. $29.99 only. Let me know if you'd like it. And don't forget, we're doing this tomorrow and Friday nights as well. We've got our 5 to 8 shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights. And then our weekends are 10 to 1. That's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. So there's our green zircon for $29.99. Let me know on that one. I'm going to go to the hand here, Tony, really quickly. I want to show everybody this Rotoic necklace that is listed as a pendant, and it's priced like a pendant, and it's only one, and it's one of the rarest stones I can show you, and it's 5583, and it's a full-on necklace, east to west set, Rotoic. It's a 50-point stone from the Sweet Home Mine in Colorado, and it's going to be our 11-point diamond weight as well. There are 2 diamonds. They're going to be the bezel set stones left and right. You have the full adjustability here, 16, 17, and 18 inches, and a lobster claw closure. This necklace is $999 for a Rotoic. That is, let me bring it up close as well, because you need to see the stone. I have a beef with this stone. This stone usually is very cloudy. It's very hazy. Sometimes it's not even of gem quality where you can even facet it. They can't even get through it. They have to do like rough tumbled material or cabochons because you can't have any clarity to actually facet the stone. This is not only faceted, but the end result is a lot of great clarity, very clean, very bright, very, it looks almost like a Mahenge Spinel kind of color. It's so bright. That is $999 only. It's a full necklace. You get the diamonds bezel set in the sides here. Love the halo around it. Yes, Jason? Yeah, the Scapolite. Wasn't that a cool stone? Yeah, you got it. We'll show that cat's eye Scapolite. Why not? It's not inexpensive, but it is super cool and super rare. And it's 112-6508. Look at that. And I love the way you get a little bit of, you'll see a little multicolored look in the chatoyancy as well. It has everything to do with the teeny rutile needles that are inside that allow that cat's eye to happen. It is 18 karat solid gold. We did the white gold here. It's a carat 61 on the stone. Wait, huh? I'm sorry. There's a digit left off of that. There is no way in heck that can be a carat 61 stone. Sorry. I can't take it out here live on air and go weigh it. But that is obviously not a carat 61. A 1061 maybe, but a carat 61, something's missing. So I don't know what to do, Jason. Carat 43, I mean, I'd like to, no one's going to believe me when I say it's bigger. Well, it is bigger. That's not a carat 61. I mean, yeah, unless it's made of cotton candy, it's not a carat 61. And it's not, it's a Scapolite. So I was trying to think what's really not so dense that could be that big. Cotton candy. But carat 61, whatever, it's not. Carat 43 in diamonds. Do you want a great price? I think it just gives me all the more accessibility to price it really well. Well, I mean, we can put carat 61 up there. That's what the bag says, but it's not. Something's drastically missing. And you want a little more proof? Here it is on the hand. Look at it on my big old finger. There you go. So that's a big stone. That's a big stone. I mean, I can give you, let me go a step further. Let me break out the millimeter gauge and get you that. Here's the size. Across, 10 millimeters. Lengthwise, 12 and a half. It's a 10 by 12. And it's going to be a blowout. Let's pretend there's nothing in it. And let's do this. From $16,999, Jason, who's our collector that's loving this? I love that they're asking for it. I love it. You know what? Let me give her a deal. Let's make it $2,499. Then it'll be done. It'll be gone. It'll be done. It'll be the best buy you ever get from me. And $24.99 gets you a cat's eye Scapolite. Wow, we had the faceted stone with the purple colors, or you can get this $17,000 ring. Speaking of $24.99, a reminder, the round Tanzanite, the 4.5 carat, is also still here at that same price. Our Rotoic necklace is here for $9.99. I'm going to show you a blue sapphire pendant as well before we go. 24 minutes left in the broadcast. What would you like to see? I think our green zircon heart shape is still here too, and the yellow diamond, and the pink sapphire, and the unheated purple star. So you got options. But that's a really fantastic stone. All right, so let me also remind you, for the same price, you can get our Tanzanite, $24.99 for the Tanzy. There's the Tanzy. Still got to make sure you're aware, the unheated purple star, that's here. I mean, this is the end of the show, so this is when these pieces all go. We've got the purple star, the Tanzanite, and the Scapolite. These are all the same price. So we'll just show you a nice little trio here. Not one has anything to do with the others, except for that they're all just really exotic and great values. So exotic pieces, small prices, everything up there is $24.99. They've all been presented tonight in full, and now it's just a matter of where they're going to go. $24.99 a piece. Whichever one you enjoyed the most, but go time is here, 20-some minutes left in the show to go. Here are your options. Purple star, remember that one's going to be, I mean, that's a good frame of reference there. That's a 3 carat, so we need more proof that that's not a carat 61. That's a 3 carat. That's a 4.5. So yeah, it's a really, really good selection there, and they're all $24.99. We're going to give those 60 seconds and see who wants what from that incredible collection there, because that's a really good way to get a bargain. And they're all exotics, and whether you want the 4.5, because our 7 carat's already gone now. The 718 Tansy's gone. That's gone in auction. So now you've got a 4.5 carat option in the round. That's the only other round here. We have this purple, true lavender. It's like a lavender, but it's not too light either. You can really make out that it is a pure lavender color. That's the thing. It's pure. It doesn't have that dusty light blue lavender. It's pure purple, pure lilacs. It is like, think Liz Taylor's eyes, but in a star sapphire. Which one do you like? Oh my, the Scapolite gone. What a buy. Thank you. 6508 is gone. That one should probably stay in the white gold. Jason, let me know if they want to change it, because I don't think we can on that one. And then here we go with the purple star and the Tansy. That should be out the door next. So what a fabulous way, and what a collectible that was. Way to go there. And then your chance here to pick up either the 4.5 carat round or the purple star, which remember is a 3 carat. So you've got either the 4.5 carat round Tanzanite with a carat 01 in diamonds, or you can get the 3 carat 02, of course, unheated lavender star sapphire. Then, of course, the halo and the split shank around it. My goodness, what a bargain. We've got a cross pendant here coming up, and a purple, we're going to show a blue sapphire pendant. And the night is winding down. 20 minutes to go in this fabulous Wednesday. What would you like to see before we go? Any requests, any questions, I'll tell you, the green zircon, that's going to show, I'll show that till the night is over, because that's got to get a home. It'll be $29.99 for the green zircon heart shape. Savarite's here also for $34.99. Had that fancy cut sky blue topaz earlier. I don't know if you saw this. It was at the very top of the show. This platinum piece, look how big that is. This platinum blue topaz, it's the sky blue, that's $699. Wow, what a value that one is. So just a reminder, that's $699. Either of those two beauties, $24.99. It's last call, 20 minutes left to go. Wednesday night, winding down. Which one do you want to have before somebody else does? Because here's the obvious statement. They will all go. When the show is over at 8, the pieces you've seen tonight will all be gone. It's just don't let somebody else take your jewelry. Okay, it's blue sapphire time. This is our September special. This is our first show together in September. Yes? The green zircon. Congratulations on the heart-shaped green zircon. That has found its home. Thank you so much, and enjoy. And now we're in last call there. And don't forget about that blue. You want to see that blue topaz again? We can show it. We got the values. That purple star stone, second to none. Never seen one like it. Jason's either taken the purple star or the blue winged Loch D. Oh, there's no way to go wrong there. Either way you go, they 65 points in diamonds around the purple star. Love it in that white gold. You can always get the Tanzanite as well. That's beautiful. Thank you. Tanzanite gone as well. So now it's down to item number 1128,986. It's just getting to be a matter of time here. And that one will go next. There's our 302, 65 points. Remember, that's 18 karat gold. We did the 18 karat white gold with our purple star, one of the most vibrant and poignant stars you will ever see in a sapphire is right there. So thank you on that Tanzanite. Well done there on that round. And well done. Let's do the blue sapphire pendant. That's our little September special, because last time I saw you was August still. So it is time to do what we put together for all of our September birthdays out there, or maybe someone who's shopping for a September birthday gift and you want to treat somebody to a very high-end way to get their birthstone. Check out this pear-shaped stone. Yes. Oh, sure. Let me go get the Tanzanite real quick. Hold on. I'm leaving you with nothing. Got to go get that Tanzanite. I'm going to try it on, Tony. So we're going to put this one back on the hand here. It's that 4.5 carat from earlier, 8623. Take a look at that. There's 8623. What do you think? And that's got those diamonds. Remember, that was the cool style where it's a halo still, but they get bigger and bigger and bigger towards the sides. It's almost why it gives you a little bit of an evil eye look when you see it from a distance, just because it slightly elongates to the east and the west there. So it kind of has that type of look to it, but still maintaining. You can see that beautiful bright round there. So thank you on that one. That one's gone. And also I did want to show you, before we get into the pendant, because that one's going to take a minute, I want to show you this one again, just in case you missed it earlier, beginning of the show. It's item number 1128,744. I know. Blue topaz, not something we see a lot. I understand that. I host the show. I get it. We don't see a lot of blue topaz. And a lot of people consider it a lower end stone because it's something you've seen and heard of. But there are different grades, like there is with anything in life. There are different levels. There are different grades, different qualities. This, I'm going to tell you, is a sky blue that if I didn't tell you it was sky blue, I'm just going to say this just point blank. I think this is obvious. But if you didn't see that graphic that said sky blue topaz, I think you would look at that and it reads as if it's a 4 carat 46 here, Santa Maria aquamarine that would be $59.99 here all day long. We see beautiful big aquamarines of that high-end quality we love. This looks like that high-end quality. And I know these aquas get higher in price tags. So isn't it nice to be able to get something that gives you that look without having to spend that money, because budgets do get in the way sometimes. And we have right here this 446 sky blue in a solid heavy platinum piece, 15 points in diamonds. A reminder, it's $699. That is going to lead into this blue sapphire pendant that is debuting here tonight for our September special here, since it is our first show of September. I didn't get to see on Labor Day, didn't see you yesterday, so here we are. So first show of September, we have the special savings for you here on a pendant that is quite versatile. Also, if you missed out on the round Tanzanite, there's still a 424 cushion cut square as well. So we will give that a moment. It's the same price. It was part of a trio. Huge discounts on Tanzanite stones earlier. This is the 424 that remains available. Here's the blue wing. Double halo, double cuts in diamonds. You have the baguettes and the rounds. The baguettes and the rounds, they keep going. Even the double prongs, and then one row on the sides. It's item number 8234, and that would be the 424 with the 84 points in diamonds. This nice pronounced frame in the double halo there. That is an ample and very high-end mounting. And let me show you, this is the blue topaz on the hand, by the way, for anybody who's just, I think we're getting this one out the door right now. This is, again, time of night here, 15 minutes to go. Everything's going. Everything I've showed and the entire show is going to go by 8 o'clock tonight. That's 15 minutes away. So there is that stunning sky blue topaz. It's a wider trillion. It's an elongated, like an east-west elongation to that trillion cut, and yet in platinum. Heavyweight, beautiful platinum in the white metal, which is how are any blues, any sky blues or any aquas or any, they look great in the white metal. So platinum being a white metal gives you that great contrast of that stone. So that one's on the hand. Then we're going to go back to this Tanzanite cushion, the 424. A reminder, this was also $24.99 only. Just one on that one as well. Last call, it's go time. Okay, so our heart shape has found a home, the green zircon. The Tanzanite round has found a home. This should be next. The 424 square cushion, a lot like a round, gives you a lot of the same dynamics of the cut, a lot of beautiful brilliance from within that stone. Here it is on the hand. What a beauty. There it is. That is a fantastic stone there. $24.99. Look at that. Just what sparkles more? Is it the center? Is it the baguette diamonds? Is it the round diamonds? They're all acting a little differently. All the cuts give you a different flair for the dramatic, if you will. They all give you a different type of shine to them. And to get that for $24.99, very impressive. All right, we're going to go to the sapphire. The sapphire pendant is our September special. And it is meant to be giftable as well as just a little treat for yourself or anybody else you care about. 9204 is the number. That's a 60-point minimum blue pear-shaped sapphire. If you're going sapphire, we know the classics are blues, but you get this dynamic. It's what color blue is really what matters to those of us who love gems. You don't just want any old dark navy blue. You want something bright. So 9204 is the way to go. That happens to be kind of the date. I mean, 904 is the date today. So yeah, 9204, okay. No, not today. Today's the 3rd, right? 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost the 4th. 64 points, 60 rather. 60, 8 points in diamonds. Throwing me here. 60 points in the center minimum. So it's a minimum. 60 points minimum, and then the diamond weight is 8 points. They go right at the base. So I'm holding it by the bail, so it's actually going to sit like this. When you put your chain through it, you put it right through the top point of that pear. So pear follows pear. It's the pear halo around it, separation from the stone a bit. Shall we get this one a home? It doesn't sit on its own very well, so I'm going to have to hold it up. But I want to show you a couple different angles here. Let's show it against the hand here so we can get your size measurement on this piece, because you may not have seen this pendant before. Meant to be everyday wearable, meant to be not, you know, oversized. This is meant to be that everyday style. Put your favorite chain or DBTY right on through the top. This is what it looks like, 1/2 inch top to bottom. I'll show it to you on the neckline as well. Why not? Let's get you a look at it from a distance away, see what that's all about. And yeah, you can really see, I mean, look at how that shows up too. Really beautiful. Let's go back to the wheel and get you a better value than $9.99 just to send it out. I said the word giftable. So now we got to price it and accommodate that giftable idea. Let's make it even better than $9.8, $7.99. I want to go even lower. A nice finish to our show. Yes. Cushion Tanzanite. Jason, you're not getting that one, right? Okay. Cushion. All right. So cushion gone. Cushion Tanzanite also gone. So that means all of our Tanzanites I've shown you today have now gone out the door. So well done. Had a lot of them. They were all beautiful. Well done there. This is not $7.99. No, it is not. Not $6.99 either. And I love the beadwork of gold. It's almost like a continuous. It brings a continuity to the diamonds. Even though the diamonds are at the base only, the beadwork around it the rest of the way through that pear shape, give it the look like the diamonds continue like a full halo. But I'm going to do $599 on this sapphire pendant. So end of our show near here. So we got to, I know we're going to wrap things up shortly. Got to show you, oh, there's a butterfly piece too with yellow and white diamonds together. We have a cross pendant. I know how many of you wanted cross pendants. Oh, I got a big deal on a cross pendant as well. And then anything you want to check on availability. Things are going from the show. None of our Tanzanites are left. I think our Rotoic necklace is here and our Purple Star Sapphire. From the last few minutes, that's all I have left. Purple Star Sapphire was the 302 in the 18 karat gold. And also that really beautiful Rotoic necklace was only $9.99. So if you want to pick those up, you may. Always best to ask your operators. They know best on what's available. Sometimes things get tossed around. Some people make changes or, you know, swap things out. So always best to check. But as far as I'm aware, from the last few minutes, Tanzanite's gone, Rotoic here, the Purple Star Sapphire, and now this blue, the blue sapphire pendant for $5.99 is here for you. And then we'll show you our butterfly pendant, which has a lot of diamonds going on. It even has a big yellow diamond. When do you see a pendant that has one bigger yellow diamond to start, and then it's going to have a lot of extras around it? Well, let's show it to you. It's 1120-690. This is going to be a hidden bail style. You can use, actually, it's meant to be worn at a little bit of an angle because there's only one bail on the back. So let me show you that. So you can see a lot of butterflies. You know how when we see the brooches and whatnot, we have them usually at an angle. That's what this is going to do as well because the bail is on one side. See that where I'm holding it? The other wing does not have a bail. So it's meant to be worn at this angle like so. So when you put your chain through it, that's the kind of look you're going to get. I'm going to polish up that bigger diamond. That starts with a 24-point pear-shaped yellow in the center. And then you also have additional yellow diamonds at 29 points and a white diamond weight at 37. So all together, there's really none of the piece that's not going to be covered in diamonds except for the antennae. But they're done at the top. So the bezel set yellows at the top. Let me show you the length. It's just under an inch. And it's going to wear like so. This will give you an idea. When you put your chain through it, it's going to wear like that because it's going to sit at that angle there because of that one bail behind the one wing there. So it sits like so. I'll give you a measurement here, and this is a value. We know how butterflies are so significant. Look at that. Look at that. See that? 7/8 of an inch. What a good look, because obviously it would be different if it were upright, but it is going to sit like this on the neckline. So kind of love that butterfly in flight kind of look there. And yet, I don't want to do $39.99. I really don't. We got to make sure this goes. We have our sapphire pendant still here if you'd like those, and still a cross pendant we can show you as well, but 8 minutes left to go, so the countdown is on to take the purple sapphire, the Rotoic necklace, and anything else you saw. I think our blue topaz for $6.99 is still here too, but this is the way to go. Let me show it to you from a distance away. There you go. It's probably easier to see size-wise there against the darker color, but look at that. Just a really good necklace piece, and if you love butterflies, it's a great way to go. Let's go back up close as well. See that detailed diamond work. I love the bigger diamonds and the smaller diamonds, and everything is so, it's meticulously done with the pave and the prong set and the bezel set. 3 different setting styles of your diamonds, 2 different colors of your diamonds, a beautiful look, and it's only going to be $9.99. End of the show is here. We have got to move. So again, whatever else you need to shop for today, anything you've seen, you got to make sure you dial in now to get those pieces before they are gone. We've got a Mandarin garnet deal for the end of the show as well, a big Mandarin and a signature mounting, and anything else you want to ask about. This is the time to do it. So that, again, so many, I apologize for all the one-of-a-kinds, but that's kind of how things roll around here. Lots of one-of-a-kinds, as this is too. So stays as is, 2 tones of gold. You can see it's mostly yellow gold through the back. So it's really the white rhodium where the white diamond pave is, where you're going to get your white gold element. The rest is all yellow and really framed that way. So then there's the Mandarin. Here's the Mandarin. Oh, this Mandarin is a definite finale. It's going to be item number 8181, and that is, well, in the scale of Mandarins, if you want it all in the rarity that is Mandarin, we did spend a little time earlier talking about a very large Sapphire garnet, talked about how rare some of these garnet stones are. Well, this is another one that is up there with Paraíba pricing. Mandarin garnets, only discovered in 1991, so they haven't been around all that long. And that's part of the reason, now that they're extinct, why we're seeing such massive price tags on this stone. That, and it's really just loved. It's really popular. It doesn't really give us a color like any other stone does, because no, orange diamonds don't look like this. And no, citrines don't look like this. There's a very specific neon brightness you get about a Mandarin that's high-end quality, that's clean, that very few of the orange stones in the world do. And that's what's so exciting about it. And we're going to make sure it goes. Now, this has a carat 01 in diamonds, and it's all finished on the inside. And it's go time for questions, requests, anything you want to check on availability, please do it now. This is definitely the time to get in on your favorites. It's last call. But here we are with 5 minutes left to go, and this is so stunning. And it's my job to make sure that we don't have a lot of time to make this $69.99 fly. So that means your price gets even better. Just because it is here, finale of our show. Big Wednesday night coming to an end. We're back tomorrow at 5 o'clock to do it again. Same with Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern, when we show you the shopping that cannot be topped. Now that's a great undergallery. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh my goodness, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You're going to love this. Look how bright. Bright and neon and electrifying. Look at how it looks like big. It looks like radiant cut yellow diamonds are inside that stone. It's amazing. But I can't do 69 and expect it to go in 4 minutes. So instead, we're not doing 6 or 5 or 4 or even 3,000. You know how rare these stones are. If that was a carat 40 Paraíba, we know it would be $79.99 best case scenario. I mention that because they are on track doing the same things in pricing. There are two stones that are neck and neck in how they are going up in pricing, and it's Paraiba and Mandarin garnet, both very short-lived stones. Weren't mined for that long, all extinct right now, and yet this one, and they're both neon. They're both different varieties of neon. This won't be $39, it won't be $29.99 either, not if we're going to get it out the door in 4 minutes time. And last call for requests. Anything you want to see again, listen, if you're on the fence or thinking about something, just call in and have me show it to you again. Because when you see it again, you'll know the decision that's right to make. You'll know if it's right for you or not. But now, this can't be 29 because it's not doing it. It's not getting the home it needs. And this is that mid-size 1 carat diamond signature mounting. So it's really a good size. You know, we do a bigger version, but it's too big for a lot of people. And then there's an even smaller version with 70 points in diamonds. That tends to be a little more diminutive. This is really that big, beautiful, but not oversized kind of look, but still gives you the power of the signature mounting. And I'll take it lower than 29 or 28. Or 27 or 26 or 25. This show, has it not been better than a sale? Everything I've done, every price I've given, they've been better than discounted sale prices. And that's how we're gonna roll all week long. So instead of 25, you don't spend that. We're gonna blow it out right now for $2,499. I'll flash in a couple items that are still available that have gotta go before we do, like the purple sapphire. You know what else is the golden zircon for $19.99? Yes. The necklace. I was just going to flash it. The Rotoic necklace is now sold as well. And then it leaves me with one less thing to recap, but I will show you. We have that gorgeous golden yellow zircon. We have the purple star sapphire, and we still have the sky blue topaz trillion cut in platinum. Still available, still here. So I'm going to flash those in. If you want the Mandarin, grab it for $24.99. Here's what we had also. In recent moments here, we had this amazing golden zircon, rich as can be, 9 carats plus in size. Gorgeous cushion. That is only $19.99. This is your last call to grab anything from tonight. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, and this will be it. So there's that gorgeous golden. Again, that was a 905 golden zircon with the princess cut down the rounds. That's going to have a total of, it was a lot of diamonds there, about a half carat or so. That is here. We have the purple star. Undeniably one of the rarest stones we've ever had, with the asterism and the sapphire being over 3 carats. That is the purple star, 1128986. That is here for $24.99 for an 18 karat gold mounting. Gorgeous. 65 points, that's 2/3 of a carat in diamonds set into the white gold. That purple star sapphire, you got to see it to believe it. It is so perfectly defined in that star. And then of course, ending where we started, here is that platinum piece with that really scrumptious. It's that sky blue topaz. We usually see the Swiss or the London. This is the one we see the least of. It's the sky blue that really does look like the best aqua in the world. That's here for $699. So some really big buys here at the end of the show, whether you want the purple star, the golden zircon, or of course you can call me on the Mandarin garnet. We'll show you all 4 here best we can. This is what we have. Of course, call us on anything else. Rotoic necklaces since sold. All of our Tanzanites from the show. There have been a lot of them. They're all sold as well. So thank you again. And thank you for watching and shopping tonight as we have our final minute ticking down. Reminder, I'm back with you tomorrow night to do the same thing, but with new jewelry, right? Same 3 hours, same great buys, but a whole new lineup of amazing jewelry. And there's quite a few brand new pieces coming out tomorrow to play as well. So a lot of big debuts for us, which we're excited about. And of course, oh, and don't forget about the drop earrings. We had the gorgeous diamond drops. See if we have any available. I know at last check we only had 2. They were the Marquise drops. They were 60 points or so in diamonds. We had like 30.5 each. It was 61 points total. Those diamond and gold drop earrings in white, yellow, or rose gold were only $799, and they are last call. So anything on this wheel, remember, $24.99, $24.99, $6.99, and $19.99 on the zircon. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air here. We'll be able to help you place orders for anything there or anything else, including those diamond drop earrings. And we hope to see you here tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.